Batting practice is over and the ground crew is getting the field ready. It's time for the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at the Salt Lake Stingers and the Pacific Coast League. Now, to get you ready for today's game, here's the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
And a very good evening to you, and welcome to the On Deck Circle prior to the start of tonight's ball game between the Stingers and the Omaha Royals. Game 3 of a 4-game series. Steve Klauke with you after last night's game, which seemingly just ended a few minutes ago with the Stingers defeating the Royals by a score of 13-11, a game that the Stingers were able to win despite issuing 13 walks to the Royals batters, as the Stingers jumped out to an 11-3 lead after 2 innings and were able to hang on for the win. So the Stingers at 41-71, having split the first 2 games of the series with Omaha. The Royals are at 52-60 coming into tonight's game. The pitching matchup for the Stingers, it'll be left-hander Jake Woods with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. And for the Omaha Royals, a man who has pitched at the big league level but has never before tonight thrown at a AAA game. It'll be left-hander Jimmy Gobble going for Omaha. He had been 6-8 for the Kansas City Royals before being sent down recently. This will be his first start for the Royals, as last year he leapfrogged over AAA from AA Wichita to Kansas City. It's the Stingers and the Royals getting set for tonight's game. When we come back, we'll review last night's bizarre game after this on ESPN 1230.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5184. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. 1-800-626-5184. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5184. That's 1-800-626-5184.
Home equity loans are easy to get at Mountain America Credit Union. Easier, perhaps, than deciding what to do with the money.
We could get a deck and a hot tub.
Remodel the bathroom and a jetted tub.
Once you make up your mind, you'll pay no appraisal fees, no origination fees, no closing costs, and no annual fees at Mountain America.
A snowmobile.
Try a snow blower.
While you're deciding what to do with the money, call or visit Mountain America Credit Union or log on to mtnamerica.org.
How about a widescreen TV?
How about storm windows with screens?
At Mountain America Credit Union, we make getting home equity loans easy. So get approved.
An ATV.
A riding lawnmower.
Unfortunately, we're no help at all when it comes to deciding what to do with the money.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Okay, let's get a fishing boat.
Oh, you want water? We'll take a cruise.
Mountain America Credit Union. Member NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Last night, the Stingers jumped out to a 7-0 lead after 1 inning of play. They were already ahead 3-0. with a runner at second base and 2 out, and Adam Riggs at the plate. Now Wilson doubled over, looks in, gets his sign, straightens up, and the 2-2 pitch. Riggs swings and lifts it in the air towards right center field. Adrian Brown racing back, still going back, reaches out, and he cannot get to it. Hit the score, Halter. Riggs into second base with an RBI double, and it's now a 4-0 Stingers lead. After the walk to Riggs, the double to Riggs, Brian Gordon walked, putting 2 men on base for Tom Gregorio. 3-2 the count. Pickering now playing behind Gordon at first. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Runner goes, swinging. There's a high drive to deep left. Guile going back, still going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. A 3-run home run for Tom Gregorio. And the Stingers now lead it 7-0. Royals would score 3 runs in the top of the second, but the Stingers would get 4 in the bottom of the second to extend their lead to 11-3. The first 3 coming courtesy of Andres Galarraga. The 0-1 pitch to the big cat. Swung on, and there it goes. Deep to left field. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it is gone. A 3-run homer for Andres Galarraga, and it's now 10-3 Salt Lake. Adam Riggs with a double, a single to bring in Dallas McPherson, who had doubled, made it an 11-3 ball game. Stingers actually had a 12-10 lead, down to 12-11 on a leadoff home run by former Red Sox Damian Jackson leading off the 8th inning, but the Stingers would get that run back in the bottom of the 8th as Shane Halter doubled, held at second on a line out to short by Riggs, bringing up Brian Gordon. Here's a swing and a smash up the middle. Diving backhand stop by Grant Hansen. Off his glove into center field. Halter will score, and the Stingers now lead by 2 again at 13-11. So 13-11, that would turn out to be the final score, although in nail-biting ninth as Derek Turnbull walked the first 2 batters he faced, but then he struck out Alexis Gomez and then got Damian Jackson to ground into the inning and game-ending 4-6-3 double play to procure the win for the Stingers. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Pacific Coast League standings, and that's coming up next here on ESPN 1230.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell racks up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
If you're looking for some great food, let's go. Get it fresh and get it hot. Taco Maker has the best food. Let's go. We love it a lot. Hey!
Discover the fresh taste of the Taco Maker. We fry our own taco shells and tortilla chips daily to make them crispy fresh. Our homemade salsas and sauces are the talk of the town. And our refried beans are made from scratch every morning. We use real ground beef and marinate tasty all-white meat chicken with our own marinade recipe. We're keeping it real with real Monterey cheddar cheeses. Hey, it's time you got a taste of the Taco Maker.
Get it fresh and get it hot. We know you'll get a lot. Hey!
Taco Maker Burrito Babies. Taco Maker Burrito Babies. Taco Maker Burrito Babies. Wow! I said it 3 times. That's because you get 3 crisp bean burrito babies in every order for only $1.89. Or make it a combo meal and add hot tater jams or an ice cold 32-ounce drink for only $3.99.
Taco Maker! Taco Maker! Fresh and get it hot. Max made fresh.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Time now to check out the standings. Brought to you by your local Associated Food Stores, featuring Western family brands. Only the best will do for you at Associated Food Stores. In the PCL North, with Portland's win last night and Tacoma's loss, the Beavers now move into first place in the North Division by a half game over Tacoma. Edmonton sits 6.5 back, while the Stingers are 21.5 out. Meanwhile, in the South, Sacramento's running away with that division, leading Tucson by 11.5, Fresno by 14, and Las Vegas by 16. Over in the Central Division, Iowa leads Colorado Springs by 4, Albuquerque by 8.5, and Omaha by 11. And in the East, Oklahoma running away with it. They have the best record in the league at 66-46. 11 games up on Memphis, 11.5 ahead of Nashville, and 16 full games ahead of the New Orleans Zephyrs. Again tonight in the Pacific Coast League, a busy night. Portland, as they try to extend their lead up on New Orleans now, 3-0 after 6. After 1 in Des Moines, Iowa and Edmonton are scoreless. At Oklahoma, Tacoma leads the Redhawks 2-1 in the third. Later on, Fresno is at Colorado Springs. Sacramento visits Albuquerque. Nashville travels to Tucson. And Memphis is at Las Vegas. So that's a look at the standings brought to you by your local Associated Food Stores. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for tonight's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
The notion of a 40-hour work week is several hours short of reality. Working long hours is a given when you run your own business. And since it's tough to be away from your business during the day, we offer special Gold Key hours, early morning hours from 7 to 10, when we're open exclusively for business members. We know that time and money are important to you. Helping you make the most of both is why we're here. Sam's Club. We are in business for small business.
How you doing? I'm Bruno, the air conditioning guy.
Yes, listen, there's a green fungus growing on the swamp cooler down the side of my house.
I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a hose and we're going to squirt that right out.
Yes, thank you. Oh, boy.
There is no way a hose is going to fix that problem. With a swamp cooler, recycled water is pulled from a bed of fungus-saturated liquid, poured over deteriorating wood fibers, then forced into your home for you to breathe. Take action. A sophisticated central air conditioning and filtration system will eliminate fungus, bacteria, and mold before it ever reaches your lungs. Take action. Action installs only the best, like Train, Carrier, Tempstar, and Rheem at the lowest price in Salt Lake. Take Action's lowest price challenge. It's easy. If we can't get you the lowest price, we'll give you $50 for your trouble. This $50 offer is great, so please call us for details. Take action. Call Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning at 363-5575. That's 363-5575.
Connected Wireless is growing to better serve you with their new Provo Town Center store. Connected Wireless doesn't just sell one-of-a-kind wireless services like most wireless companies. Connected Wireless is your one-stop wireless source. They'll fix you up with the right plan and the right service from Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Plus, Connected Wireless has all the latest and hard-to-find accessories. Connected Wireless will beat any deal, even internet deals. Call 205-FREE or look in the Yellow Pages to find one of 7 Connected Wireless locations. Get connected. Stay connected with Connected Wireless.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to Franklin Chevy Field. Stingers and Royals just a few minutes away from getting started, so let's give you tonight's starting lineup brought to you by National Isuzu Southtown. Isuzu is back in the Salt Lake area at National Isuzu Southtown, located in the Southtown Auto Mall in Sandy. For the visiting Omaha Royals, managed by Mike Tersheli, leading off the left fielder, Aaron Guile. Batting second, the center fielder, Adrian Brown. Hitting third and playing second base, Jed Hansen. Hitting cleanup, the first baseman, Calvin Pickering. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Brandon Berger. Hitting sixth, the designated hitter, Jarrett Patterson. Batting seventh and catching, Paul Phillips. Hitting eighth, the third baseman, Mark Teahan. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Damian Jackson. Pitching for Omaha will be left-hander Jimmy Gobble. Now for the homestanding Salt Lake Stingers, managed by Mike Brumley. Leading off the shortstop, Zach Sorensen. Batting second, the left fielder, Adam Riggs. Hitting third, the designated hitter, Casey Kochman. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Andres Galarraga. Hitting fifth, the third baseman, Alex Pelaez. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Shane Halter. Hitting seventh and playing second base, Jake Thrower. Batting eighth, the catcher, Tom Gregorio. And hitting ninth, the center fielder, Barry Wesson. Pitching for the Stingers will be left-hander Jake Woods. The two managers are exchanging lineup cards, and pleasantries at home plate with the umpiring crew is assigned by the Pacific Coast League. Scott Kennedy's behind the plate. Steve Cox is at first, and Angel Campos will be the arbiter over at third. It's the Stingers and the Royals. Game 3 of a 4-game series. The first pitch is right around the corner. We'll have it next. This has been the On Deck Circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle. Stay tuned. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is coming up next on the home of the Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Hey, this is Dan the Laptop Man from PC Laptops. And a lot of people think you got to be a complete computer nerd to buy a laptop computer and be able to use it. Well, you know what? At PC Laptops, we make it very simple. We have tons of people buying laptop computers to do family history research and genealogy. And the great thing about it is we're patient. Yep, we'll sit down with you. We'll hook up all your software. We'll show you how to use it. If you've got a scanner, a digital camera, you have a bunch of old photos you want to learn how to put into your laptop computer, we'll take the time to show you how to do it. Don't know how to get on the internet? We'll help you there as well. At PC Laptops, we're very patient. And yes, guess what? You get a lifetime service guarantee at no extra charge. Guess what? You get a virus, you get nukes, someone erases your hard drive. We cover that with our lifetime service guarantee. So if you want to buy your laptop computer from a place that really loves you and is going to spend the time to help you, come to PC Laptops, because we love you.
Featuring Intel Centrino mobile technology.
KQS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230. The worldwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting station. The field is live. The starting pitchers have finished their warm-up, and the managers have exchanged lineup cards. It's time for Salt Lake Stingers baseball. So let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Stingers, Steve Klauke.
And now our national anthem. National anthem prior to the start of tonight's game between the Stingers and the Omaha Royals. The Stingers have taken the field in the home white uniforms with the red numerals and lettering trimmed in navy blue, while the Royals are wearing their road grays with the royal blue numerals and lettering trimmed in white. Let's take a look at the Stingers' defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Cover your bases using the phone book with the beautiful cover. Or you can look up what you need at myphonedirectory.com. For the Stingers, Adam Riggs is in left, Perry Weston in center, Shane Halter in right, Alex Pelaez at third, Zach Sorensen at short, Jake Thrower at second base, and Andres Galarraga is at first. A battery of Jake Woods pitching and Tom Gregorio catching. For Woods, this is his 10th appearance of the season, his 9th start for the Stingers in 51 and a third innings. He's given up 58 hits. 31 runs, 26 of them earned. He has struck out 35 and walked 20. Woods has won 4 and lost 2 with a 4.56 earned run average. The PCL batting .280 against left-hander Jake Woods. Woods 6'1", 190 in his 4th professional season between AA and AAA. Jake is a combined 13 and 4 on the season. So we're ready to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is on the air for a Saturday night from Salt Lake City. And leading things off will be the left fielder, Aaron Guile. Guile batting .299, 6 doubles, 7 homers, 25 runs batted in. Aaron 3 for 9 in this series with a double and 3 RBI in the first 2 games. Ready to go, Jake Woods. First pitch of the ball game is a fastball strike on the inside corner at the belt. 0-1, and we're underway. The no balls, 1 strike, the count on the left-hand batter. Out of Vancouver, British Columbia, now calls Langley, BC home. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball pulled on the ground, foul outside the bag at first. 0-2 the count on Guile. And Aaron's brother Jeff, the former Stinger, getting ready to go to Athens, Greece as a part of the Canadian Olympic team. Other former Salt Lake player on that squad, former Buzz outfielder Ryan Radmanovich. 0-2 pitch to Guile. Fastball high in the air to center field. Wesson going back, still going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it is gone. A long home run for Aaron Guile, right over the 420-foot sign in straightaway center field, and it's 1-0 Omaha. That's Guile's 8th of the year and his 26th run batted in as he got all of that one. For Woods, that is the 8th home run that he has surrendered so far in his Salt Lake uniform. On the 0-2 delivery, Guile gets all of it. That'll bring up Adrian Brown, the center fielder. Batting .271, the first pitch. In up high for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Brown batting .271. 12 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers. 39 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Brown swings and fouls it back to the base of the screen. 1-1. Brown so far in this series, 2 hits and 8 at-bats. And left field, a tough sun field here at Franklin Covey Field, as well as the left side of the infield at this time of day. Although right now, Adam Rick standing in the shadow of the light standard out in left. Now Woods into the windup, the 1-1. Breaking ball low, 2-1, the count on Brown. Brown, a switch hitter, batting from the right side against the left-hander Jake Woods, who pitched an outstanding ball game, only to take the loss in Memphis' last time out. 2-1 pitch on the way, a fastball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 2-2. Woods went 8 innings, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 3, walked 3, but the offense never got going as the Stingers lose to the Redbirds in that game on August 1st, 2-1. The 2-2 pitch to Brown, swinging a chopper up the third base side and just foul outside the bag at third. So the count remains 2-2. Now is the game. Casey Smith homered in the first. Redbirds tied it in the first. On a walk, stolen base, and 2 fly balls, and then Javier Colina's home run in the third. Won that game last Sunday. Completed in just 1 hour, 55 minutes. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brown as Woods deals. Swing and a miss and a good changeup. He struck him out. 1 down here in the first. That'll bring up Jed Hansen, the second baseman. Hansen batting .283. 14 doubles, 4 triples, 21 homers, 60 runs batted in for Hansen, who has 3 hits and 9 at-bats so far. In this series, 1 run batted in. Hansen first broke into AAA back in 1996. A 1 out, nobody on, and a run in for the Royals here in the first. Woods delivers, and Hansen takes a breaking ball low and inside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Hansen, as we mentioned, 3 for 9 in this series. Now the 1-0. Fastball strike on the inside corner at the belt. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right-hand batter. Hansen in his 11th professional season. Born in Tacoma, Washington, now makes his home in the state capital of Olympia, Washington. Now the 1-1 to Hansen. Sinker low, and the count's 2-1. Stingers' parent club, the Anaheim Angels, at Kansas City tonight. So the parent matchup as well, Angels and Royals. Anaheim has come from behind to take a 4-3 lead on Kansas City in the 5th inning. Now the 2-1 pitch to Hansen. Swung on, pop foul, back over the roof and out of play. That evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. in that game. Rob Quinlan 0 for 1 right now. Comes into the contest with a 17-game hitting streak working. Now the pitch, fastball high, and that fills the count on Henson at 3-2. Calvin Pickering, the league leader in home runs, is on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Woods looks in, gets the sign from Gregorio. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. He struck out Brown on a 2-2 change, and he blows the fastball by Henson on 3-2. So here's Calvin Pickering, .313 hitter, 10 doubles, 1 triple, 31 homers, and 70 runs batted in. And he's missed about 30 games with injuries as well. Pickering, 1 for 4 in this series. That won a home run. Fastball hit at the knees, a strike 0-1. Last night he struck out twice and walked his other 4 times he came to the plate. 4 of the 13 issued by Stingers pitching. There's a fastball outside at the knees, and that evens the count on Pickering at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pickering now with 179 career home runs in the minors. 1-1 pitch to Pickering on the way. Sinks low for a ball, 2-1. Just six homers in 53 major league games played. 2-1 the count on the big left-hand batter, listed at 6'5", 280. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a foul, back into the screen, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Pickering with Brandon Berger on deck. 1-0 Omaha here in the first on a leadoff home run to straightaway center by Aaron Geil. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a tap foul on a breaking ball as Pickering gets a piece of it to stay alive. So we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the left-hand batter, whose big league experience includes stops with Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Boston. Now the 2-2 to Pickering. Fastball line down the left field side, slicing just foul beyond the Omaha bullpen. So we'll keep it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball in on the hands of Pickering. He fought it off and sliced it down the left field line, but just a little bit too much slice to it as it skipped on the dirt just wide of the stripe past the bullpen mound and left. So we'll do it all over again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Woods pitch. Breaking ball outside and low to the left-hand batter, and that fills the count at 3-2. A lot of pitches already for Woods here in the first inning. His payoff pitch to Pickering. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. 3 straight strikeouts for Jake after giving up the leadoff homer. 1 run, 1 hit. Nobody left on after 1/2 inning of play. It's Omaha 1. The Stingers are coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
After a 10-win season, a Liberty Bowl shutout of Southern Miss, and a top 25 ranking, you may think the University of Utah football team is satisfied. Well, Urban Meyer and the boys want to let you in on a little secret. You ain't seen nothing yet. Ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. So call 581-UTIPS for your season tickets because you ain't seen nothing yet.
Attention car buyers. By the order of the general manager, all 2004 Toyota cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans must be moved this weekend.
Toyota is close to winning a very prestigious award, so they're throwing profit out the window. All automobiles will be marked down to the absolute minimum acceptable balance. What this means to you is you could be getting a new Toyota at possibly the lowest prices of the year. Feel trapped in your old auto loans? Then get to Carl Malone Toyota. When you make a deal, they will pay off your old car no matter what you owe. Check out the new gas-efficient Scion. The car of the future is here. Special used car buyers will be on hand to give you above or fair market value for your trade. And remember, your car will never be worth more than it is today. Low credit, no problem. Bring your payment book, your title, you trade, and get absolute minimum acceptable balance. Sale ends this Monday, so get in early for best selection. Carl Malone Toyota. Exit 106 South off I-15 next to Costco. I am responsible for all title tag and dealer fees.
The
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 in favor of Omaha. Our defensive alignment check for the Royals, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Aaron Guile in left, Adrian Brown in center, Brandon Berger in right, Mark Teahan at third, Darren Jackson at short, Jed Hansen at second base, and Calvin Pickering's at first. A battery of Jimmy Gobble pitching, and Paul Phillips catching. Gobble making his first ever appearance at AAA. Again, he jumped over AAA, going from AA Wichita to the big leagues last year, and he'd spent all of this season at the major leagues until being sent down just recently. Zach Sorensen to lead it off. He takes low and inside from the left-hander, ball one. Zach batting .310, 11 doubles, 3 triples, no homers, 18 runs batted in. Omaha 3 for 9 with a double in this series against the Royals for Zach. A 1-0. Sorensen takes high and outside, ball two. Gobble with the Royals, 20 appearances, 19 of them starts. He won 6 and lost 8 with a 5.75 earned run average. A 2-0 pitch to Sorensen. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner at the knees, 2-1. Gobble with a low 90s fastball, curve, and changeup. Now 2-1 the count as Gobble delivers. Fastball, strike in at the letters, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gobble's last start for Kansas City was on July 28th at Tampa Bay. He lasted just 4 2/3 innings, giving up 8 runs on 10 hits. Sorensen reaches out and slices one foul at the upper deck down the right field line, so it's still 2-2. He gave up 3 home runs in that ball game. Actually, had won 2 of his last 4 starts at Baltimore and at Detroit. 2-2. Low and inside, a breaking ball, and that fills the count on Zach at 3-2. Sorensen, a switch hitter, batting right-handed against the lefty Jimmy Gobble, 6'3", 190, and his 6th year out of Bristol, Virginia. Gobble's payoff pitch. Sorensen swings and lines it towards right. Berger coming on will get there and make the letter high grab for out number 1. So Sorensen retired. 1 out for Adam Riggs, batting .309. 25 doubles, 7 triples, 17 homers, 59 runs batted in. Adam with a big night last night, going 4 for 5. He was a home run shy of the cycle. Now Riggs awaits as Gobble delivers the first pitch to Adam. And it's low and inside the right-hand batter. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Gobble never did face the Stingers' parent club, the Anaheim Angels, this year. Now the 1-0. Riggs swings, and it's a chopper up the middle toward short. Jackson to his left, flags it down, and on the run throws to first and gets Riggs by a step. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Casey Kotzman, the designated hitter, 4 for 5 last night. He's hitting .289 on the season. 6 doubles, 2 homers, and 18 runs batted in. For the series, he's 6 for 9 with 1 RBI. So 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Omaha. On the leadoff home run to start the game by Aaron Guile. First pitch to Kotzman from Gobble. Low and outside, a ball, 1-0. He gave up 20 home runs with Kansas City. Now the pitch. Fastball strike, knee high in the inside corner, 1-1. 20 homers in 114 innings. Struck out 34, walked 29. 1-1 pitch on the way. Kotzman swings and laces one towards right. Berger going back. It's up there, and it's gone. A line drive home run up the bat of Casey Kotzman, and the game is tied at 1-1. For Kotzman, that's his 3rd of the year and his 19th run batted in. A frozen rope onto the berm in right field. for Casey Kotzman. A 1-1 game as the teams exchange solo homers here in the first. And the roar of approval you hear is for Andres Galarraga. 3 for 8 since joining the Stingers, including a 3-run homer in last night's game. First pitch from Gobble, and the big cat takes low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 6'3", 265-pound right-hand batter waits, and the fastball's in at the knees, a strike, 1-1. The home run by Kotzman, another Mountain America home equity home run. Finance your home equity or construction loan today with Mountain America Credit Union. A 1-1 to Galarraga. Swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. Fastball down in the strike zone. Galarraga in his 26th year of professional baseball. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. 25th in actuality, not counting the year he missed or the cancer that he had, which came back this winter, but is now cancer-free at this point. And the Angels signing him to a contract. The 2-2 pitch to Galarraga. Fastball low and inside the right-hand batter, and the count is full at 3-2. So a full count to Galarraga with 2 out, nobody on, a run in, and a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the first. 3-2 payoff pitch. Galarraga swings and lifts it foul over the roof to the right of home plate. The count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a full count on Galarraga with Alex Pelaez due next. Now Gobble ready. Again the 3-2. Long on, line to center field, but Adrian Brown to his left is there, and he'll make the shoulder-high catch to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit. A home run by Kotzman. Nobody left on base. After 1 complete inning of play, it's the Stingers 1 and Omaha 1 on ESPN 1230.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best. When's the last time you got a bonus? You know, just like that. Well, the $2,000 bonus is waiting for you at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, because between now and the end of August, you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks for the purchase of a 2003 Honda VTC 1800 motorcycle. You can use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. And right now, you can ride off with a Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle with 3.9% fixed APR for up to 3 years and 0 down payment upon approved credit through American Honda Finance Corporation. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele and use your $2,000 in bonus bucks on parts or accessories. With your new gear, you're going to be cruising the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Financing available to qualified buyers through July 31st, 2004. Payment example, 36 monthly payments of $29.48 for each $1,000 finance. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the second inning, a 1-1 game as each team exchanged a solo homer in the first. Brandon Berger, the right fielder, to lead things off. He takes a changeup over at the knees, a strike 0-1. Berger batting .205. 3 doubles, 4 homers, 16 runs batted in. Now the pitch from Woods. Broken bat, pop foul, first base side into the seats, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Berger making his first appearance in this series. Time now for a look at this date in baseball history, brought to you by Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Just 20 minutes from the ballpark. Visit Stedman's, where you deal with the owner, not a salesman. As the barrel of the bat ends out towards the shortstop, Sorensen is replacing the divot on the infield. On this date in 2001, during the 7th inning stretch of the Cubs win over the Rockies, former Bears defensive lineman Steve McMichael leads the crowd to singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" However, prior to the singing, McMichael, upset at a call that went against the Cubs in the previous inning, had something to say. The 0-2 fastball inside, 1-2. He tells the crowd, "Don't worry, I'll have some speaks with that home plate umpire after the game." Well, the umpire didn't like it, and Angel Hernandez throws McMichael out of the ballpark. 1-2 pitch on the way. Berger swings and pops it up into shallow center field. Coming in is Wesson. Barry's there, and he makes the catch for the out. One away. That'll bring up Jared Patterson, the designated hitter, batting .268. 15 doubles, 6 homers, 38 runs batted in. Braves beat the Astros on this date in 2001 as Greg Maddux set a National League record for consecutive innings without a walk at 70 1/3 innings. One out, nobody on. Of course, Maddux today picked up career win number 300 as the Cubs beat the Giants 8-4. First pitch to Patterson from Woods. Fastball in under the letters for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. On this date in 1999, Wade Boggs picked up career hit number 3,000. Breaking ball over for a strike, 0-2. Boggs eligible for the Hall of Fame next year. Got his hit in the 15-10 Tampa Bay loss to Cleveland. His 3,000th hit, a home run. The 0-2 to Patterson. Fastball up and in. Leans the left-hand batter out of the way. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Woods kicks and delivers. Breaking ball low and outside to the left-hand batter. That evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-1 here in the second as Woods deals. Patterson swings, lifts it in the air towards left. Riggs going back, shading his eyes with his glove. On the edge of the track is there, and he'll make the catch. 4 out number 2. Again, a tough sun for the left fielder at this time of the day, and Riggs handled it well. Here's the catcher, Paul Phillips, batting .310, 9 doubles, 5 homers, 25 runs batted in. Phillips 1 for 4 in this series. 1-1 with 2 outs and nobody on. The first pitch is over for a strike. A change up to Phillips, and the count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. On this date in 1992, as Woods delivers the 0-1, Phillips takes a fastball high, 1-1. The Giants announced that the team has been sold to a group of Tampa Bay investors for $110 million, and the team will move to St. Petersburg in 1993. That move will be blocked by other investors. 1-1 pitch is drilled into center field, a base hit. Played on the rollout there by Barry Wesson, and Paul Phillips is aboard with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Mark Teahen, the third baseman. Teahen batting .270, 12 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homers, 27 runs batted in. Also on this date in 1992, Red Sox slugger Jack Clark files for bankruptcy, listing debts of over $11 million and assets of $4.7 million. Among other things, Clark owns 18 automobiles. There's a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Now Woods from the belt, the 0-1. Curveball over thin, a strike, 0-2 on this date in 1991. Shotzi was put to sleep. Shotzi, the St. Bernard mascot of the Cincinnati Reds, and owned by their owner, Marge Schott. The dog was buried with a Reds cap on its head. The 0-2 pitch to Teahen, swung on, lifted in the air towards left center field. Riggs and Wesson converge. It's Adam Riggs making the call and the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base after an inning and a half. Stingers won, Omaha won on ESPN 1230.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key is in cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT-PRO. That's 877-DENT-PRO.
Denpro Colors, automotive excellence.
Hey, this is Dale Shanzi from Totally Awesome Computers. And computers, it's very important that you get good service with it. So I was going to show you how pathetic Dell support is by calling them live on the air to give you a demonstration, but there's no way I've been able to get a hold of them in the time it takes to make this commercial. So let me just call a Totally Awesome Computer store and show you how service is supposed to be done, where you have real people answer the phone. Check this out. This is a real call.
Totally Awesome Computers, this is Andy. We can do anything for you. How may I help you?
Hi there. Hey, do you guys cover viruses under your warranty?
We sure do. We'll take care of that for you.
Really? What if I don't want to do anything and I don't want to download stuff? Can I just bring it to you and have you just take care of it for me?
I would love to do that for you.
What's that cost?
It's free. It's no charge. It's under warranty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Can you see the difference? At Totally Awesome Computers, we actually have service.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
They go to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-1 game. Alex Pelaez, Shane Halter, and Jake Thrower, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, due up in the Stingers' batting order to face left-hander Jimmy Gobble. Alex Pelaez batting .328, tied for 10th in the league in average. 14 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 51 runs batted in. For Alex, this is his first appearance in this series. Jimmy Gobble ready to go. The first pitch to Alex is chopped behind home plate and to the left for a strike, 0-1. Alex coming off a 2 for 11 series in Memphis that included a home run. Outfield straight away for Pelaez. Now Gobble ready, the 0-1. Swung on and drilled foul, slicing out of play down the right field side, and the count's 0-2. Time now to find out who's hitting the cover off the ball in the PCL. Brought to you by Mountain Extreme Power Sports. Take it to the extreme with Mountain Extreme Power Sports in Linden, Utah. First, the 0-2 to Pelaez. Fastball high, 1-2. Again, the Royals' Calvin Pickering leads the league with 31 homers. Luis Garcia of Las Vegas has tied the idol Bucky Jacobson of Tacoma for second at 26 home runs. 1-2 to Pelaez, swinging a chopper up the middle, behind the bag at second, backhanded by Hansen, who turns and throws to first for the out. Nice play by Jed Hansen, and there's one down here in the second. Brings up Shane Halter, the right fielder. Halter batting .234, 2 doubles and 3 runs batted in. He's 2 for 7 in this series. Andy Tracy of Colorado Springs and Bill Hyatt of New Orleans are tied at 25 home runs in the PCL long ball race. First pitch to Halter on the way, and Shane punches one through the right side and into right field, a base hit. Hit number 2 for the Stingers, who have a base runner at first now with 1 out. Brings up Jake Thrower, the second baseman. Thrower batting .282, 20 doubles, 2 triples, 3 homers, 42 runs batted in for Thrower. Hitless in 2 at-bats so far in this series. Gobble last year, a Baseball America AA as well as Texas League All-Star pitcher. He was 12-8 in 22 starts at Wichita before being called up to Kansas City. First pitch to Jake, a fastball high, ball 1. In 9 starts with the Royals in his major league debut last year, Gobble went 4-5. Started out his career with 12 scoreless innings pitched, best ever by a Kansas City rookie. Now the 1-ball pitch to Thrower. Inside, above the knees with a fastball, 2-0 the count. This all after missing most of the 2002 season with a left groin strain. Gobble, 23 years old, left-hander ready. And now the 2-0 pitch as Thrower takes low for a ball, 3-0. The 3 balls, no strikes the count on Jake with Tom Gregorio due next. Three 3-0 the count. Now the pitch. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1-1 our score here in the bottom of the second inning. Aaron Guile for Omaha. Casey Kotzman for Salt Lake with first inning solo homers. Royal infield at double play depth behind Gobble as the 3-1 pitch comes home. Thrower swings. It's a ground ball to third, and it eats up Tian. Bounces off his glove into short left field. Halter takes the turn at second and advances to third. As Tian got caught on the in-between bounce, and it played off the heel of his mitt out into left field. And so now there are runners at first and third with 1 out. And the batter will be Tom Gregorio. Tom last night was ejected in the 8th inning after arguing a called third strike. Tom batting .191, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homers, 27 runs batted in, 2 for 9 in this series. That is being ruled an E5. So runners at first and third with 1 out. A chance for the Stingers to take the lead. First pitch to Gregorio, and it's down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Halter, the lead at third, thrower over at first. The pitch. Her ball in at the knees, a strike. That evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield pretty much straight away for the right-handed in Gregorio. Now Gobble sets. Looks towards first and now comes home. Swung on line, left center field. Brown on the run, can't get to it. It drops in for a base hit. Halter comes in to score. The ball gets by Brown. On to third base goes thrower Gregorio to second, and the Stingers take a 2-1 lead. A sinking liner that dropped in front of Adrian Brown, the center fielder, and it skipped on by him. So now the Stingers with a 2-1 lead, and they have runners at second and third with only 1 out. And so now here's Barry Wesson. It'll be a single and a run batted in for Gregorio, and an error by Brown, allowing the runners to get the extra base. So 2 errors in the inning now for Omaha. And here's Wesson. 0 for 4 in this series. Pitch on the way, and it's a curveball, strike to the knees, 0-1. Wesson just back from being out for nearly 2 months with a partially torn hamstring. Now Gobble ready. The 0-1. Wesson takes a curveball low, 1-1. Rob Quinlan doubled to left field in the 6th inning to extend his hitting streak now to 18 games. Angels in Kansas City tied 4-4 in the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wesson. The infield back with runners at second and third, 1 out. The pitch. Swinging a slow roller toward short. Up with it is Damian Jackson. The off-balance throw into the dirt. Picked off by Pickering for the out. But on the play, thrower comes in to score. And it's now a 3-1 Stingers lead. A good play by Jackson and a great pick by Pickering over at first base to get the out. Wesson driving in his 21st run of the year. Gregorio with the play in front of him has to hold his ground at second base. It's an unearned run, but it's on the board, and it's 3-1 Salt Lake. That brings us to the top of the order now, and Zach Sorensen, who flied out to Brandon Berger in right field, his first time up. Now Gobble ready, the pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Sorensen. Again, the series concludes tomorrow with a 2 o'clock start here at Franklin Covey Field. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Sorensen taps 1 foul at home plate, evens the count at 1-1. It'll be Chris Butchek on the mound for the Stingers against former Buzz right-hander Jason Ryan. Jason shares the franchise record, having won 8 consecutive decisions at one point. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sorensen. Gregorio the lead at second base, and the pitch home. Low and inside as Sorensen skips rope to get out of the way. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Slowly but surely, the lower stands, particularly down the right field line, have filled in pretty well. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now Gobble's pitch. Sorensen swings and rips one to left center field. Guile looking up. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it is gone. Zach Sorensen with his first home run in the Salt Lake uniform, and it's now a 5-1 Stingers lead. So Sorensen with his first round tripper here in his hometown of Salt Lake City. He now has 20 runs batted in. These last 2 runs are unearned as well. The Stingers putting up a 4 spot here in the second inning. And that's another Mountain America home equity home run. Pitching coach Dave LaRoche to the mound to talk things over with his pitcher Gobble, who has been victimized a little bit by himself and a little bit by the defense behind him in this inning. That'll bring up Adam Riggs, who grounded out to short, his first time up. So 4 across for the Stingers here in the bottom of the second. Salt Lake trying to win back-to-back games for the first time in 4 weeks. And now Gobble ready to go. The first pitch to Riggs. Curveball broke late and missed high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Riggs. Stingers' last back-to-back wins came the last 2 games prior to the All-Star break in Las Vegas. 1-0 pitch to Riggs. Swing and a foul back into the screen. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-1 Stingers, and we're in the second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Gobble's pitch. Fastball inside. Spins Riggs around, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 5-1 Stingers now here in the bottom of the second. Now Gobble's pitch. Riggs swings and rips one to center field. Adrian Brown going back. Won't be able to get it as it one-hops the wall. Had him around first, on his way to second base with a double. That's his 26th two-bagger of the year. The Stingers still in business here in the second inning. Here's Casey Kotzman, who lined a home run onto the berm in right field. Brown didn't react to that ball right away. May not have picked it up from the outset. So now the Stingers with a runner at second base, 2 out. And all but one of the runs unearned in this inning. Gobble's pitch, and Kotzman takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Casey, the 8th man to come to bat in the inning for the Stingers. No balls, 1 strike. Now Gobble ready. The pitch. Curveball low. 1-1 to count on Casey. Gobble in 2001, before his injury, Blake 2002 season, was the 2001 Kansas City minor league pitcher of the year. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Kotzman takes a fastball in for a strike, 1-2. Gobble now 10-13 lifetime in the big leagues over the last 2 seasons. But again, he's just 23 years old, signed right out of high school in 1999 when he was the 43rd pick overall in the draft. Gobble the 1-2. Fastball foul back into the screen by Kotzman, and the count remains 1-2. Each team with a run in the first. The Stingers with a 4 spot here in the second. Andres Galarraga due next. Outfield in a bit and bunched towards the middle for Kochman. The 1-2 from Gobble. Swung on and punched down the left field line. That's going to roll all the way towards the corner. Coming in to score is Riggs. Kochman around first. On his way to second base with a double. Takes a wide turn but holds at second. That was just a great piece of hitting by Kochman. He saw the defense. Butts towards the middle. The pitch on the outer side of the plate. He just went with it the other way. Guile had no chance to get to it until that ball got to the track. So Kochman with his 7th double and his 20th run batted in. And it's now a 6-1 Stingers lead. And the batter will be Andres Galarraga, who flied to Adrian Brown in center field his first time up. Galarraga, 5-time All-Star, awaits. Swinging a chopper up the middle, but that's where Hansen, the second baseman, is shaded. And the throw to first for the out, and that will do it for the Stingers in the second. But Salt Lake bats around as they score 5 runs, 5 hits. There were 2 Omaha errors, and 1 runner was left on base. We go to the third. It's the Stingers 6 and Omaha 1 on ESPN 1230.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Most days, a great round of golf feels completely out of reach. Oh, funky dog-loving Dublin anchors. Slice, shank, hook, pull, or just miss. Oh, for the love of Pete. No matter your handicap, you have the chance to play the greatest round of your life when you tee it up with the Huntsman Cancer Institute at Thanksgiving Point and Promontory Ranch Club. August 12th and 13th, you can support their work with the most meaningful golf you can play. After the scores are tallied, Huntsman Cancer Institute is celebrating this year's donation gifts of companies, individuals, and organizations with a special evening of fun and entertainment at the Celebration of Hope Gala Dinner and Auction at the Salt Lake Marriott Downtown Hotel the evening of August 13th. So join us in celebration of the continuing work in progress at the Huntsman Cancer Institute.
I'll take a 9 on this one.
Please call Huntsman Cancer Institute for more information or log on to huntsmancancer.org. Special thanks to Delta Airlines, Deseret Morning News, and Layton Construction.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Damian Jackson leading off the third for Omaha. Takes a curveball outside, ball 1. Jackson hitting .248, 10 doubles, 6 triples, 5 homers, 26 runs batted in. 3 for 9 in this series. The pitch from Woods. Fastball high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Woods looking in, getting his sign. The pitch. Ripped into left center field, a base hit. Riggs racing over. Can he cut it off? He can. His momentum taking him away from the infield, and that will allow Jackson to take second with a double. Hit number 3 in the ball game for Omaha. And so the Royals have a runner at second base with nobody out for Aaron Guile, who homered to lead off the ball game. On an 0-2 pitch. Third inning is always brought to you by the Jordan River Par 3. The best place to improve your short game is the Jordan River Par 3. You can play for just $6 a 9-hole round. So for tee times, call 533-4527 or go online at slc-golf.com. First pitch to Guile, a curveball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at second base, nobody out here in the third. Woods ready, the 1-strike pitch. Fastball inside at the belt, 1-1. It's also time to find out what else is happening under the lights tonight at the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal light bulb. Check out the Reveal bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. 1 ball, 1 strike on Guile. The pitch. Curveball waved at and missed. A strike, and it's 1-2. They're in the 8th at New Orleans. Portland leading the Zephyrs 4-0. Zephyrs scoreless through 7 despite 10 hits. They're in the 5th at Iowa. Cubs leading Edmonton 8-0. Iowa will be here beginning Monday. Now the 1-2. Guile swings and misses an off-speed pitch. He struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Jake, and there's 1 away here in the 3rd. Brings up Adrian Brown, who went down swinging his first time up. In the 4th at Oklahoma, Tacoma leads the Red Hawks 2-1. After 1, no score at Colorado Springs between the Sky Sox and Fresno. Likewise, 0-0 after 1. Sacramento at Albuquerque. Later on, Nashville at Tucson, and Memphis visits Las Vegas. Now the pitch, high and outside, a fastball. Ball 1 in the American League. Darren Erstad just delivered a 2-run double. Angels now lead at Kansas City, 6-4 in the 7th inning. All the rest of the American League games are finals. Minnesota edged Oakland 4-3. Joe Nathan with his 32nd save for the Twins. Now the 1-0 pitch to Brown. Fastball chopped foul at home plate, 1-1. That was Nathan's 25th successful conversion of a save opportunity, setting a new Minnesota record. The Yankees and Orlando Hernandez shut out Toronto 6-0. Baltimore beat Texas 3-1. So the Angels can gain ground on both the Rangers and the A's tonight. A 1-1 pitch to Brown. Lifted foul, first base side, out of play, off the facing of the roof as it carries back downstairs. 1-2 the count on Brown. Seattle topped Tampa Bay and St. Pete 5-2. Malone the winner, the former Sacramento King. Mark Hendrickson the loser. He's now 8-10. 10th former NBA player to reach the major leagues in baseball as well. 1-2 the count on Brown as Woods comes set. The pitch. Fastball inside. Backs Brown away, and it's 2-2. Boston outlasted Detroit 7-4. Pedro Martinez the winner, now 12-4. And Matt Lawton hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning to give Cleveland a 6-5 win at Chicago. Over in the National League, Montreal leads at Houston 8-3 in the 8th. The 2-2 to Brown. Breaking ball into the dirt. Blocked for the catcher Gregorio. And the count's full at 3-2. Bottom of the 6th at Denver. Colorado leads Cincinnati 4-3. Jeremy Burnett with his 29th home run for Colorado. Paul Wilson is 4th for Cincinnati. John Vanderwall is 2nd, and Adam Dunn is 34th of the year. 2 games later, Pittsburgh at San Diego, Philadelphia at Los Angeles. Now the 3-2 pitch to Brown. Fastball high, and that's the first walk issued by Jake Woods. So now Omaha with runners at first and second base with 1 out. And the batter will be Jed Hansen. Hansen struck out swinging his first time up. At St. Louis, the Cardinals get a run in the 9th to beat the Mets 2-1. Greg Maddux picks up career win number 300, although he only lasts 2 batters into the 6th. Cubs win at 8-4. Corey Patterson, Moises Alou homer as Moises gets a home run off his father's team. Woods ready. The first pitch to Hansen. Breaking ball low and inside to the right-hand batter for ball 1. At Phoenix, Atlanta beat Arizona 6-2. And at Miami, Florida shut out Milwaukee 5-0. Ismael Valdez, a 3-hitter. Valdez, a trade deadline deal acquisition from San Diego by the Marlins. Now the 1-ball pitch to Hansen from Woods. Swung on line, left center field. Weston on the run, slides and makes the catch. Back to second base goes Jackson. To first goes Brown. A great grab by Barry Weston in center field for our impossible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. So Weston taking a hit and a potential run batted in away from Jed Hansen. That'll bring up Calvin Pickering now. Pickering struck out swinging his first time up. Weston's glove and arm definitely have been missed by the Stingers during his 2-month absence. The pitch to Pickering. Started after it, held up. That's a fastball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Now Woods pitch. Curveball, chopped past the mound. The second baseman thrower to his right has it. The long off balance throw in plenty of time to get the slow-footed Pickering, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on the base paths. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Stingers 6 and Omaha 1 on ESPN 1230.
Meet Karen and Joyce.
Hey there.
Hello.
For her family's upcoming weekend trip, Karen bought a new car battery.
I did.
Joyce, too.
Yep.
But Joyce got a Die-Hard Gold.
A Die-Hard?
With a 3-year full replacement warranty.
3 years?
After having her entire electrical system checked.
Whoa.
That's because Joyce went to Sears Auto Center.
I should have gone there.
For tires, batteries, oil changes, brake service, and shocks, head to Sears Auto Center.
Now through August 14th, all Goodyear tires are on sale. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
Sears. Good life, great price.
Hey, little fella, gotta change your touch. What you thought was enough might be too much. It's more cushion than ever before. With Charmin Ultra, less is more. When we say less is more, less is more. It's more absorbent than the regular Ripple brand for sure. What you used to love, now you're gonna adore. Charmin Ultra, less is more. That's out, Charmin.
After a 10-win season, a Liberty Bowl shutout of Southern Miss, and a top 25 ranking, you may think the University of Utah football team is satisfied. Well, Urban Meyer and the boys want to let you in on a little secret. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
So call 581-U-TIPS for your season tickets because
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the bottom of the third inning. Stingers out in front of the Omaha Royals by a score of 6-1, and it'll be Alex Pelaez, Shane Halter, and Jake Thrower due up. It's also time for our Great Clips Junior sportscaster, and Ben Cameron joins us. Ben, how you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. I'm glad you could make it out tonight. Ben is 9 years old and go to Dilworth School. Where's that?
It's up by Foothill, sort of.
Okay. Here's Alex Pelaez, who grounded out to second his first time up, and the first pitch is in at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Well, says here that your favorite team is the Red Sox.
Yep, I like the Red Sox.
So the 0-1 pitch on the way. The good news is for you, the Red Sox won tonight. There's a pitch popped up foul, first base side out of play. Just to let you know that Boston defeated Detroit 7-4. Pedro Martinez got the win. So he's 1-12 and lost 4. The Red Sox going to have it. I guess it's a little late. They can't check. It'll be tough to catch the Yankees, won't it? So you're looking at the wild card. There's a curveball just outside at the knees. A ball, 1-2. Now, even though your favorite team is the Red Sox, it says here that your favorite player is Jason Giambi.
Well, I hate the Yankees, but I only like Jason Giambi.
Well, okay, that's all right. There's a fastball outside, 2-2 the count. You didn't have a chance to did you get to see Jason when he came to town a couple of years ago? He came in and had a little clinic over at Cottonwood High School. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. First, did you like Jason when he was still with the Oakland A's before he became a Yankee?
Yeah, I've sort of always liked him.
There's a pop foul down the right field side. Deep put out of play, and the count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now, have you had a chance to go to a Major League game yet?
Nope. Oh, yeah.
You did?
San Diego.
Oh, at the old park or this year at the new one?
I think we were at the old park.
Okay. Says here, though, your favorite park you'd like to go to if you had a chance would be Wrigley Field.
Yep.
There's a pop foul again, first base side out of play. Well, let's see. I think when I was your age at 9, that was the first time I ever went to Wrigley Field. Was a Cubs game against. This shows you how long it was. Long ago it was, Ben. That was when the Braves were the Milwaukee Braves. Saw the Cubs and the Milwaukee Braves play at Wrigley Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at a fastball away. He struck him out. First strikeout for Jimmy Gobble, and there's one out here in the third. That'll bring up Shane Halter. Single to right and scored in that 5-run second inning. Now, of course, Ben, when I was your age, and I used to go to Wrigley Field all the time, back then it only cost me $1 to get into the game, and it cost me 25 cents to ride the train to go to the ballpark. And $1, it was 25 cents for my scorecard and 15 cents for a pencil. There's a hot fly, shallow right center. Brown racing hard. It drops in front of him for a base hit. And so Shane Halter is 2 for 2 as he drops a single into shallow right center field, and the count now shows a runner at first, 1 down for Jake Thrower, who reached on an error his first time up. But even though I didn't like the Cubs, Ben, I still like to go to Wrigley Field. It's a great place to watch a game.
Yeah, it's pretty old, though.
It is old. They've had some problems with some cement falling down off of it, but I tell you what, it's still a great place to watch a game. Now, it says here your favorite baseball movie, Angels in the Outfield. Good movie, huh?
Yep.
First pitch to Jake Thrower on the way from Gobble. Swinging a ground ball, just foul in between the coach's box and the bag at third. The count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Now, it says here your favorite position is shortstop. Did you play shortstop for a team this summer?
Well, we played in Little League, so it wasn't really a position. He'd just say, go play there, and my favorite one is probably shortstop.
Well, you got a chance then to play just about everywhere then? Well, that's good. You get experience everywhere. That way you find out your favorite. Now the 0-1. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, as a Red Sox fan and someone who likes shortstops, what did you think about the Red Sox trading Nomar Garciaparra to the Cubs? You didn't,
pretty bad choice.
You didn't like it, huh?
No.
1 ball, 1 strike the count on Thrower. A runner at first, 1 out. Stingers leading 6-1 here in the third. There goes the runner. The pitch low and inside. The throw by Phillips down to second base, and Halter is out trying to steal. On the hit first slide, the tag applied, and there's 2 down. Let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Salt Lake Stingers baseball.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is the ESPN Radio AM 1230. Worldwide news sports. A Citadel Broadcasting Station.
2 balls, 1 strike the count on Jake Thrower. As Ben Cameron joins us as our Great Clips Junior sportscaster. The pitch is high for a ball, 3-1. Anybody out there listening that you want to say hi to?
I'd like to say hi to my family, my grandpa and grandma, and my aunt and uncle.
Well, hello to them as the 3-1 pitch comes on, and it's a fastball high, ball 4. So Jake Thrower is aboard. A runner at first, 2 outs for Tom Gregorio. Singled in a run his first time up. Now, who's here at the park with you tonight?
My dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, and the people I just said hi to.
Okay, well, that's good. Now, they have good seats tonight?
Yeah, they're right below, right behind the plate.
Okay, right behind the plate, but we can't quite see them, right?
Yeah.
So, in other words, if they waved right now, we couldn't see them.
Yeah, probably.
Unless they walked down the stairwell, then they could, walk down and wave. Warner at first base, 2 out the pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Stingers leading by a score of 6-1. So the Red Sox winners today, 7-4. That's the one park I've always wanted to go to, but have never had a chance to go to, and that's Fenway Park. But maybe someday. 1-0 pitch on the way. Gregorio rips a base hit in the left field. Played on the roll out there by Aaron Guile. And now there's runners at first and second base with 2 out. Brings up Barry Wesson, who drove in a run with a ground out. Got to be fun for you to have a chance to come out tonight, see a great major leaguer like Andres Galarraga in the Stingers lineup.
I was pretty excited.
Yeah, last night he hit a 3-run homer onto the berm in left field. And tell you what, not often you get a chance to see a guy with 398 major league home runs. So 2 on, 2 out. And Wesson the batter. Now Gobble ready. First pitch on the way to Wesson. Line drive, center field. Brown coming on, drops the ball, and overruns it. Thrower comes in to score. On to third base goes Gregorio. Wesson safe at first on what will likely be an error. And it's now a 7-1 ball game. Now, you didn't see plays like that when you were in Little League this year, did you?
Nope.
Nope. Looked like Brown was there, had his glove on it, but just could not hang on. That'll be his second error of the game. A tough night out in center for Adrian Brown, and that'll bring up Zach Sorensen, who hit a 2-run home run his first time up. Well, maybe someday, Ben, you can be like Zach. Zach's from Salt Lake City, and he's playing for the Stingers. He played high school baseball at Highland High School. And last year he played in the major leagues with Cleveland.
He did?
Yes. There's a curveball over for a strike, 0-1. In fact, he had 5 hits with the Indians, and one of them was a home run, just like he had a home run here tonight. Activity now in the Omaha bullpen as a right-hander starts to throw. Pitch on the way, and Sorensen takes a curveball in the dirt. That evens the count at 1-1 strike. So how did your team do this summer?
Not very good. Well, I played for 3 teams.
Okay.
When we played the Yankees, we weren't great at all.
Now, what was the name of your team? Were you the Red Sox, or you had a different name?
We were the Cubs and Diamondbacks.
1-1 strike the count. Now Gobble ready, the pitch. Fastball inside at the knees, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. So what else have you done with your summer?
I signed up for football.
Signed up for football. That's got to be starting pretty soon, doesn't it? 2 balls, 1 strike the pitch. Sorensen swings and fouls it off the glove of Phillips. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Do you know what position you'll play in football?
My coaches are thinking me of putting in linebacker.
Oh, like a Brian Urlacher of the Bears. That'd be a tough, hard-nosed linebacker, right?
Yep.
Put the tackles on those running backs coming out of the backfield.
I don't.
Now, folks, he's got a big smile talking about getting those big hits on the running back, so you know that he's going to be a tough linebacker out there. So watch out for Ben Cameron. There's the pitch on the way. Curveball chopped over the mound, past second base and through into center field for a base hit. Gregorio walks it from third. Wesson racing for third. The throw, the slide, he's safe. And on the throw through, Sorensen takes second base. It's an RBI single for Zach. And the Stingers now have an 8-1 lead. So the Stingers with a couple of runs here. They're all unearned after the drop fly ball. That'll bring up Adam Riggs, who's 1 for 2. Now, Ben still has some work to do here, as the record for most runs for a junior broadcaster in 1 inning is 5, and it's only 2 so far. The runners at second and third, 2 out, and Adam Riggs at the plate. Gobble ready, the pitch. Swinging a foul at home plate, and the count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. So, what else have you done with the summer besides play baseball and sign up for football?
We go swimming a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We went up to Oakley. My cousins have a cabin there.
Okay. Yeah, we had friends that have a cabin in Oakley. That's a nice area to spend some time in the summer. A lot cooler up there than it is down here sometimes, that's for sure. No balls, 1 strike the count on Riggs. The pitch. Swung on, that's laced up the alley in left center field for extra bases and rolling to the wall. Wesson will score, Sorensen will score, and Riggs is at second base with a 2-run double. And now the Stingers have a 10-1 lead. 1 more run, Ben, and you'll tie the record. That'll bring up Casey Kotzman, but that's going to be all for Jimmy Gobble. And again, of the 10 runs Gobble has allowed, only 3 of them have been earned, but there also have been some hard hit balls. As Casey Kotzman will be coming to the plate, Mike Terschelli, the manager, is making his connected wireless call to the bullpen. Get connected, stay connected with Connected Wireless. Call 205-FREE for the location nearest you. We'll give you the numbers on the new Omaha pitcher when we return after this timeout on ESPN 1230.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell racks up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Scott Randall comes on to pitch for Omaha here. He'll inherit a runner at second base and 2 out. Randall began the year spent part of the year with Edmonton. He's 0-2 with an 8.62 ERA with 1 save. As a matter of fact, he just pitched here in Salt Lake 3 weeks ago as a member of the Edmonton Trappers. Gave up no runs on 3 hits in 2 1/3 innings. Omaha, the 5th different PCL team that Scott Randall has pitched for. That'll bring up Casey Kotzman, who hit a solo homer in the first and an RBI double in the second inning. Stingers need 1 more run for Ben Cameron to tie our record for most runs during an inning for a junior broadcaster. So here's Casey Kotzman facing right-hander Scott Randall. Riggs the runner at second base as the first pitch to Kotzman comes home. And it's a change-up high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. What kind of things did you get to do when you were up at the cabin?
They had a dirt road, so he's night and back down there.
There's a strike to the outside corner at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. You like mountain biking? That's good. Going downhill's got to be a lot easier than going uphill, though. That's got to be a lot of fun up there. 1-1 pitch on the way to Kotzman. Swung on, lifted in the air down the left field line. Guile on the run towards the corner, and that falls up against the wall. Riggs will score, and into second base with an RBI double is Casey Kotzman. And the Stingers now lead it 11-1 as the Stingers have scored 5 runs in the third. And, well, Ben, you've tied the record. That's got to be nice. An exciting inning for the Stingers. Now here's Andres Galarraga. He's fly to center and bounced to second. He's 0 for 2. Scott Randall pitching, one of 3 former Salt Lake Buzz pitchers on this Omaha staff. He pitched for the Buzz back in 2000. So a runner at second base, nobody out. The pitch, or rather 2 outs, and the curveball is low, ball 1. Galarraga, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Who are some of your other favorite players besides Giambi?
I like a guy in the Red Sox named Danny Mares.
Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. First, they have a couple of former Salt Lake Buzz players, David Ortiz. You know what he did to me once?
What?
The Buzz were taking batting practice here at the ballpark, and he stopped right in the middle of batting practice. First, the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, and it misses low. They appeal the check swing, no swing, and it counts 2-1. David, in the middle of batting practice, just stopped. He walked out from behind the plate, came over and put his hat on my head and said the glare off my head was bothering him. He was teasing me about my bald head. 2-1 pitch on the way. Galarraga grounds one sharply foul at the third base side, and the count's 2-2. Maybe someday I'll see him in the big leagues and pay him back. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Galarraga. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The big cat at the plate. Looking for an RBI hit to give Ben the new record all to himself. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and it's high, ball 3. Fills the count at 3-2 on Galarraga. 1 year, Ben Andres with the Rockies hit 47 homers and drove in 150 runs.
Wow.
That's a ton. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Long on, ripped up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. Here comes Kotzman, the throw to the plate, not in time. It's an RBI signal for Andres Galarraga. And we've got a new record holder for runs in a Great Clips Junior Sportscaster inning. And the record holder is Ben Cameron. Way to go, Ben.
Thanks.
6 big runs for the Stingers here in the third. So Galarraga drives in his 4th run in a Salt Lake uniform, and the batter will be Alex Pelaez, who struck out swinging his first time up in this inning. He's 0 for 2 altogether. The pitch from Randall, curveball in the dirt, scooped up by Phillips, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Randall started the year at AAA Louisville, then went to Edmonton, and is now with Omaha. 1 ball to count. Now Randall ready, the pitch. Swinging and dribbler foul at the first base side. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now you're getting ready. You mentioned you were getting ready for football. Do you have a favorite football team?
Probably the Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins. Boy, your favorite baseball team, you lose Nomar Garciaparra. Now your favorite football team, you lose Ricky Williams. That's tough.
I know.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pelaez swings and he pops it up. Short left field. The shortstop, Damian Jackson, going out, calling for it, and making the catch to retire the side. The ball almost popped out of his glove. The Stingers score 6 runs on 6 hits, a very costly error as all the runs were unearned, and 1 runner was left on the base paths. Well, Ben Cameron, thanks for being our Great Clips Junior Sportscaster, and thanks for setting the record. At the end of 3, it's the Stingers 12 and Omaha 1 on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
How you doing? I'm Bruno, the air conditioning guy.
Yes, listen, there's a green fungus growing on the swamp cooler down the side of my house.
I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a hose and we're going to squirt that right off.
Yes, thank you. Oh, boy.
There is no way a hose is going to fix that problem. With a swamp cooler, recycled water is pulled from a bed of fungus-saturated liquid, poured over deteriorating wood fibers, then forced into your home for you to breathe. Take action. A sophisticated central air conditioning and filtration system will eliminate fungus, bacteria, and mold before it ever reaches your lungs. Take action. Action installs only the best, like Train, Carrier, Tempstar, and Rheem at the lowest price in Salt Lake. Take Action's lowest price challenge. It's easy. If we can't get you the lowest price, we'll give you $50 for your trouble. This $50 offer is great, so please call us for details. Take action. Call Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning at 363-5575. That's 363-5575.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 4th inning. Stingers now leading 12-1. Brandon Berger to lead things off. The count 0-1. The pitch from Woods. Pop foul coming back and out of play. 0-2. To the Stingers with their second straight offensive explosion. 13 runs yesterday. 12 tonight. Again, only 3 of the runs are earned. 2 big errors by the center fielder, Adrian Brown. The pitch on the way, swung on, popped up right side of the infield. The first baseman, Galarraga, calling for it. In on the grass, makes the catch for the out, 1 away. What makes that so strange is that Brown came into this game among the league leaders in fielding percentage among outfielders. He had only made 1 error all season long, and now he's made 2 tonight. And the Royals have committed 3 altogether. That'll bring up Jared Patterson, who flied to left his first time up. Once again, thanks to Ben Cameron for being our Great Clips Junior Sportscaster. Pitch on the way. Fastball strike. 0-1 on the outside corner at the knees. Fortunately, Ben's going to live a tough life when it comes to baseball. He's 9 years old, and he's a Red Sox fan. The 0-1 pitch on the way. A fastball outside at the knees. 1-1. A fine young man joined us there in our Great Clips Junior Sportscaster inning. 1 ball, 1 strike the count as Woods deals. Patterson takes a fastball high, 2-1. Stingers baseball brought to you in part by the Taco Maker. Burrito Babies are the hottest item at Taco Maker, and they're back. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fastball inside at the knees, 3-1 the count. 3 crisp bean burrito babies, lightly fried in a half corn, half flour tortilla filled with homemade beans and cheese for only $1.89. 3-1 pitch to Patterson. Fastball inside at the knees. He walked him. That's the second walk issued by Jake. So a runner at first, 1 out for Paul Phillips. Single to center field his first time up. And you can dip your burrito babies in your favorite hot sauce or sour cream. All available at the Taco Maker. Don't forget, Taco Maker donates $5 to the United Way for every double play turned by the Stingers this year. They've turned 106, making the total donation so far $530. So 1 on, 1 out for the Royals here in the 4th. Woods pitch, ripped towards the hole and through into left field, a base hit, and so Paul Phillips is 2 for 2. Stopping at second base is Patterson, and that'll bring up Mark Teahan, who flied to left field his first time up. The Stingers scoring in double digits for the second straight game. Only one other time this year the Stingers scored 10 runs or more in consecutive games. Pitch on the way. Teahan takes a fastball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. They scored 10 runs in back-to-back games here on June 10th and 11th against Sacramento, winning 10-2, but then losing 15-10. Woods ready, the 0-1. Breaking ball and at the knees for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Lefty against lefty. Patterson at second, Phillips at first, 1 out. Now Woods pitch. Swinging a chopper to the right side. Galarraga has it go off his glove, chases it down in short center field, and the bases are now loaded with 1 out. That was a ball that thrower, the second baseman, going to his left, might have had an easier play on, but Galarraga went after it, and it go off his glove out behind second base. And they're going to give Teahan an infield single on that. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. The batter will be Damian Jackson, who ripped a double to left his first time up. Ken Jackson spent all of last year with the Red Sox, playing in 109 games for Boston. Pitch on the way, and Jackson takes a changeup for a strike, 0-1. They might have given Galarraga an error on that play. Instead, it's a base hit. The bases are loaded with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. Sliced foul into the upper deck down the right field side. And the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Damian Jackson at the plate with the bases full and 1 out. Jackson so far this year for Omaha, 2 for 4, batting with the bases full. 2 strikes on Jackson. Now Woods deals. Fastball high and outside, as Gregorio has to climb out of his crouch in a hurry to pull that one back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on the right-hand batter. Stingers infield, double play depth. The pitch. Curveball foul to the right of home plate into the upper deck, and it's still 1-2. Again, this is the first game that Galarraga has played at first base all year long. Again, these are only his first few games. He is a former Gold Glove winner at first base in the National League. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Check swing foul back to the base of the screen, so the count remains 1-2. Aaron Guile, left fielder, on deck. And the Stingers trying to win back-to-back games for the first time in 4 weeks. Now the 1-2 pitch to Jackson on the way. Fastball high and outside to the right-hand batter. 2-2 the count. Dan Woods 4-2 on the year for the Stingers. Could very easily, with his outing last time out, been 5-1. He's 9-2 in 14 starts at Double-A Arkansas. Now the 2-2 pitch to Jackson, swinging a ground ball through the hole into left field, a base hit. Patterson scores. Phillips coming in behind him. He will score. It's a 2-run single for Jackson, and it's now a 12-3 ball game in favor of the Stingers. With Jackson with his 27th and 28th runs batted in. Tian stops at second on the play, so 4 straight batters have reached after 1 out. And the batter will be Aaron Guile, who hit a solo homer in the first and struck out swinging in the third. Damian Jackson now with 6 RBI in the first 3 games of this series. So 2 on, 1 out, 2 in for Omaha here in the 4th. The pitch. Change up high and inside to the left-hand batter. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. First time out of his last 4 starts that Woods has given up more than 2 runs. The 1-0. Dial swings and fouls it back over the roof and out of play, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 2 o'clock start tomorrow. Then Iowa comes in. 7 o'clock starts on Monday and Wednesday with a 6 o'clock twilight doubleheader on Tuesday. Iowa's roster featuring former Buzz shortstop Denny Hocking. The 1-1 pitch to Guile, swung on, lined into right field, a base hit. The runner at second base, Tian, started back towards the bag at second, so he can only advance 90 feet. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Adrian Brown, who has struck out and walked in 2 plate appearances, and now Rich Bombard, the pitching coach, makes his way out to the mound. A 12-3 ball game right now in favor of the Stingers, but Omaha with the bases loaded and 1 out. As 5 straight hitters have reached, 4 in a row on singles. Adrian Brown at the plate, 3 for 8 with 12 runs batted in, batting with the bases loaded. So Brown, the batter, would like to atone for the runs that have come in on his errors, although, again, a long way to catch up on that department. There's a fastball outside, ball 1. And only 3 of the 12 runs scored by the Stingers have been earned. Infield, a double play depth. The outfield straight away for Brown. Now Woods ready. The 1-0 pitch. Bounces in a breaking ball. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Jed Hansen, the second baseman, will be next. 2-0 the count to the right-hand batter. Now Woods ready. The pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 3, and a wide one here would force in a run. 3 balls, no strikes. The count on Adrian Brown. Woods ready. The pitch. Fastball down the middle for a strike. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. T and the runner at third. Jackson on at second. Guile at first. Woods peers in, gets his sign. The left-hander ready. The 3-1 pitch to Brown. Swung on and lifted in the air towards right. Halter going back. It's going to be over his head and up against the wall. Tian scores. Jackson scores. They're going to wave Guile around. Now they put the brakes on. Snap throw to third, and Guile gets back. It's a 2-run double for Adrian Brown. And it's now a 12-5 ball game. So Brown with his 13th double. He now has 41 runs batted in, and that's 6 batters in a row that have reached. Stinger's not very deep in the bullpen tonight with everybody that was used yesterday. The only 2 relief pitchers who did not throw last night were Greg Jones and Dusty Berkman. Now here's Jed Hansen, robbed of a hit on a sinking liner by Barry Wesson in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. Woods pitch. That's lined into left center field, a base hit. Giles scores. Brown scores as the throw comes in, gets away on the infield, but it's backed up by Galarraga. It's a 2-run single for Jed Hansen. And now the Royals have scored 6, and it's the Stingers 12 and Omaha 7. Now here's Calvin Pickering, the 9th man to bat the inning. He has struck out and grounded out in 2 plate appearances. And because the Stingers are a little bit short-handed in the bullpen department, no one has started to throw as of yet, although there is now a stirring of activity as Greg Jones grabs a baseball. Still only 1 out as Pickering takes a curveball low and inside for ball 1. The inning started harmlessly enough with Brandon Berger popping up to Andres Galarraga on the infield. The 1-0 pitch, fastball low, ball 2. Since then it's been walk, single, 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 double, single. And a half dozen runs have scored to match the 6 the Stingers put on the board in the last half inning. 2 balls, no strikes the count on Pickering as Wood steals. Fastball, big, cut by Calvin, but he fouls it back into the screen, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Runner at first, only 1 down as Woods delivers the 2-1 to Pickering. Fastball inside at the belt, ball 3. 3-1 the count with Brandon Berger due next. Woods ready. The pitch. Outside and low, ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Jake. And now runners at first and second with only 1 out. 8 straight batters have reached since Brandon Berger, who's up at the plate now, popped up to first to start the inning. Berger 0 for 2. He's flied to center and popped to first. So 2 on, 1 out. A real struggle now for Jake Woods here in the 4th inning. The pitch. That's drilled into left center field. Weston on the run. Dives and makes the catch. And from his backside, flips it back in towards the infield. What a play by Barry Weston to take a hit away from Brandon Berger. A rocket off the bat of Berger and a full extension by Weston to make the diving grab. That's twice now in this game that Weston has taken hits away. So 2 outs now, and the batter will be Jared Patterson, who walked in the earlier here in the 4th. He's also flied to left field. The pitch, and it's a changeup high, ball 1. Patterson now the 11th man to bat the inning. Now Woods ready, the 1-0. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the other Anaheim-Kansas City tie-in, the Angels lead the Royals 7-5 after 8 in Kansas City. Check swing on a breaking ball. They appeal. He went around, says third base umpire Angel Campos, and the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Patterson. Woods trying to get out of the inning without any further damage being done. Now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball grounded up the middle. The second baseman thrower to his right has it. The underhand flip to Sorensen. for the force out on Pickering, and that retires the side. But Omaha scores 6 runs in the inning on 5 hits. No errors, and 2 runners were left on the base paths. After 3.5, it's now the Stingers 12 and Omaha 7 on ESPN 1230.
2 of the fastest growing crimes in Utah are fraud and forgery. Don't be a victim. Have sensitive and confidential documents disposed of safely at Certified Shred. With Certified Shred, you can have your items shredded on site with their state-of-the-art mobile shredding truck, or you can let their secured personnel do it off-site. To contact the bonded and insured professionals at Certified Shred, call 972-4748. They've been handling the removal of sensitive documents for over 5 years, so they know what they're doing. Certified Shred, 972-4748.
Hey, this is Dan, the laptop man from PC Laptops, and it's back to school time. So we've got an incredible psychotic deal for students. Whether you're a high school or a college student or any kind of student, we've got a phenomenal deal for you. Let me just tell you about what we got going on. First of all, if you've got that little sheet from your professor, you know that little sheet that says you need this certain speed, this certain hard drive, this certain screen, this certain network card for your laptop computer, and you have to have this laptop to take a class? Well, we've talked to tons of professors from just about every college in the state to make sure that we have the right laptop for you. So bring in your sheet. Now, make sure you also bring in your student ID. I don't care if you're a high school student, an elementary school student, or a college student, you're going to get a huge discount just for being a student. So bring in your student ID. This discount is good at any one of our PC Laptop locations. Come into PC Laptops, where we love you.
Featuring Intel Centrino mobile technology.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th. Last night at this time, it was the Stingers 11 and Omaha 8. Take away 1 from Omaha and add 1 to the Stingers. That's what you got here. 12-7 Salt Lake. Shane Halter takes a curveball low and outside. Ball 1. Halter 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. 1 run scored for Shane. A pitch. Breaking ball outside from Randall. 2-0 the count. The final numbers on Gobble, 2 2/3 innings, 10 hits allowed, 11 runs, 3 of them earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and 2 home runs given up. Now the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball low, 3-0 the count. Now the pitch. Low, ball 4 as Halter walks on 4 straight pitches to open up the 4th. That'll bring up Jake Thrower, who's reached on an error and walked. Again, Randall started the year at AAA Louisville in the Cincinnati system. 27 appearances, 1-4 with a 4.98 earned run average. Then Montreal signed him and assigned him to Edmonton, where he was 0-2 with an ERA of about 8 with the Trappers. Has a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now he's a member of the Kansas City organization. Again, one of 3 former Buzz pitchers. Randall, along with Jason Ryan and Doug Linton on this Omaha staff. The 0-1 pitch to Jake. Breaking ball inside, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Infield, a double play depth behind the pitcher, Randall. Now the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air towards right center field. Brown and Berger going back. Still going back. It's up off the top of the wall. Playing the carom is Berger. To third goes Halter. He's being waved on in. Hanson's throw to the plate. Not in time. It's an RBI double for Jake Thrower, and it's now 13-7 Salt Lake. For Thrower, just barely missing a home run, his 21st double of the year and his 43rd run batted in. That'll bring up Tom Gregorio. Gregorio has singled twice, scored twice, and driven in 1 run. And the Stingers in double digits for the second straight game. Now Randall ready. The pitch. Gregorio takes a strike on the inside corner above the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The franchise record for consecutive games of 10 runs or more is 4 games in a row. That was July 16th through the 19th of 2000. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt that gets away from Phillips, but not far enough away for thrower to advance. The count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. During that stretch in July of 2000, Stingers went 12-13, 10-12. The first game against Edmonton, the next 3 against Calgary. 0-2 the count. On Gregorio with a runner at second base. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the hole, cut off nicely by the third baseman, T into his left. And the throw to first is on target and in time to get Gregorio. 1 away, that'll bring up Barry Wesson, who's 0 for 2 with a run batted in and a run scored. Stingers baseball brought to you in part by Dent Pro and Dent Pro Colors of Salt Lake, the mobile paintless dent repair company that comes to your home or office to work on your car. Call them today at 1-877-DENT PRO. Dent Pro and Dent Pro Colors, they make them like new again. Dent Pro will donate $5 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Utah for every stolen base by the Stingers this season. So far this year, the Stingers have swiped 77 bases, making the total donation so far $385. First pitch to Wesson. Breaking ball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 13-7 Stingers. They've scored at least 1 run in each of the first 4 innings now. Now time called as Randall steps off and Wesson steps out. Now Randall's pitch. Ripped down the left field side, giving chase. Kyle won't get to it as it one-hops the wall. Rounding third and heading for home is Jake Proer as Barry Wesson walks into second base with an RBI double, and it's now 14-7 Salt Lake. For Wesson, his 9th double and his 22nd run batted in. This is starting to take on the signs of a slow pitch softball game. Or as the late Hall of Fame broadcaster Jack Brickhouse used to say, it looks like the company picnic softball game between the married men and the single men. The losers have to buy. So here's Zach Sorensen, who hit his first home run in the Salt Lake uniform with a man out on the second. Delivered an RBI single again in the third. 3 runs now charged to Randall tonight. The pitch is low, ball 1. The Stingers now have scored 27 runs in the last 2 games. Now Randall set the pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Sorensen. Wesson, the runner at second base with 1 out. A pitch. Breaking ball low and inside, ball 2. Actually make that ball 3. 3-0 the count on Sorensen. Randall from the stretch, the pitch. Change up outside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Scott. Runners at first and second base, 1 out, and pitching coach Dave LaRoche once again going to the mound for Omaha. Again, Dave LaRoche, former Major League pitcher. For 14 seasons in the Major Leagues, LaRoche himself an American League All-Star in 1976 and again in 1977. So runners at first and second base. One out for Adam Riggs, who already has a pair of doubles in this game. He has scored twice, and he has driven in 2 runs. So 2 on, 1 out. 2 in for the Stingers here in the bottom of the 4th. Salt Lake leading 14-7. Prior to today's Seattle-Tampa Bay game, Mariners manager Bob Melvin was ejected during the exchanging of lineup cards. The ejection came one day after the Mariners lost to Tampa Bay when the winning run scored on a controversial obstruction call in the 10th inning. Melvin brought the lineup card to home plate and then argued with crew chief Joe West and was thrown out. You say anything to Joe West, you're going to get thrown out. First pitch to Adam Riggs. Change up low and inside to the right-hand batter. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Two on, 1 out. Riggs now with 27 doubles on the year, and he takes a changeup inside at the knees. Ball 2. 27 doubles leads the team, but not quite yet into the top 10 in the league. First, Riggs did miss a couple of weeks while with the Angels earlier this year. 2-0 pitch, ripped towards left field. Aaron Guile has it go over his head as he may have lost that one in the lights. Wesson will score. Sorensen will stop at third, into second. Riggs with a double. And it's now 15-7 in favor of the Stingers. Third 2-bagger for Riggs. That's one shy of the record, as on a couple of different occasions Todd Walker had 4 doubles in one game. So now here's Casey Kotzman, who has a homer and 2 doubles. 8 total bases in the game for Kotzman. The record 15 by Bernardo Brito. First pitch to Kotzman, swinging a ground ball, foul outside the bag at first for strike 1. No activity in the Omaha bullpen. 15-7 Stingers. And we're only in the bottom of the 4th. Now Randall's 0-1. Kotzman swings at the ground ball to short. Jacks it up with it. The run from third will score. The throw to first is in plenty of time to get Kotzman, who drives in his 4th run of the game. As Sorensen scores, Riggs holds at second, and it's now a 16-7 ball game. The 16 runs, the most by the Stingers in a game this year. The previous high, 13. Set on May 1st against Tacoma and then tied last night. Now here's Andres Galarraga, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Swung on, and there it goes. Deep left center field. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it's off the top of the wall. Riggs will score. Galarraga into second base with an RBI double, and it's now a 17-7 ball game. That ball looked like it was going to leave the yard, but hit the top of the fence. 5 runs across in the 4th. And the batter is Alex Polias as the Stingers bat around for the 3rd straight inning. So 2 out. A runner at second base. The pitch, a fastball strike, 0-1. Just checking the records here. Record for doubles in one game for Salt Lake is 8. Here's a swing and a chopper behind the bag at third. A fair ball. Long throw to first. In time for the out, and that retires the side. 5 more runs for the Stingers. On 4 hits, they were all doubles. And 1 runner left on the base paths. After just 4 innings of play, it's the Stingers 17, Omaha 7 on ESPN 1230.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
Attention car buyers. By the order of the general manager, all 2004 Toyota cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans must be moved this weekend.
Toyota is close to winning a very prestigious award, so they're throwing profit out the window. All automobiles will be marked down to the absolute minimum acceptable balance. What this means to you is you could be getting a new Toyota at possibly the lowest prices of the year. Feel trapped in your old auto loan? Then get to Carl Malone Toyota. When you make a deal, they will pay off your old car no matter what you owe. Check out the new gas-efficient Scion. The car of the future is here. Special used car buyers will be on hand to give you above or fair market value for your trade. And remember, your car will never be worth more than it is today. Low credit, no problem. Bring your payment book, your title, your trade, and get absolute minimum acceptable balance. Sale ends this Monday, so get in early for best selection. Carl Malone Toyota, exit 106 South off 515 next to Costco. I am responsible for all title tag and dealer fees.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the fifth inning. Jake Woods back out there as his teammates have given him a 10-run lead at 17-7. It'll be Paul Phillips, Mark Teen, and Damian Jackson due up here in the fifth. Stingers with 8 doubles in the game. That ties the franchise record, as we mentioned, set May 4th of 1997 at Las Vegas. A pitch. Fastball high, ball one. The league record for doubles in one game, 13, set by Vernon against Portland in October of 1911. A 1-0 pitch to Phillips. Into the dirt, ball two. 2-0 the count. I think Mike Crumley and Rich Bombard hoping to will Woods through the fifth inning so he can at least get credit for a win. Now the 2-0 pitch to Phillips. Fastball high, ball three. 3-0. Phillips 2 for 2 with a pair of singles in this game. The Stingers now with 20 runs in the last 12 innings. 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball striking at 3-1. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Stingers defensive alignment. Brought to you by the Phone Directories Company. Adam Riggs, Barry Wesson, Shane Halder in left, center, and right. 3-1 pitch on the way. Phillips takes a strike in the outside corner under the belt. 3-2. Alex Pelaez at third. Zach Sorensen at short. Jake Thrower at second. And Andres Galarraga at first. A battery of Jake Woods pitching and Tom Gregorio catching. 3-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Now with those 8 doubles, the Stingers do have 2 home runs. That gives them 10 extra base hits in the game. The franchise record 11 on May the 17th of 1994 at Phoenix. 3-2 the count. The payoff pitch. Lined into left center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Wesson backhands and cuts it off. Taking the turn, Phillips at first, racing for second. The throw, the slide, he's safe. And so Phillips has a double to start off the fifth inning. For Omaha, that is their third double. That's the 11th double between the two teams. The record for doubles by both teams in a game came in that same contest on October the 8th of 1911. There were 17 doubles in that game. So here's Mark T in 1 for 2. Greg Jones back up in the Stingers bullpen. Here's a ground ball right side. High hop fielded by Thrower in short right. The toss to first in time for the out. Phillips goes to third. 1 away. That'll bring up Damian Jackson, who's 2 for 2. With a double, a single, and 2 runs batted in. 17-7 in favor of the Stingers here in the fifth. So base. Now Woods ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. A strike 0-1. Well, if Woods could get through the 5th inning, giving up 7 or 8 runs, I guess it'd be just as served after he pitched so well in his last start. Gave up only 2 runs in 8 innings and didn't get the win. Got the loss instead. There's a breaking ball low and inside. Evens the count on Jackson at 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Woods ready. The 1-1 pitch. Jackson takes a fastball strike in the outside corner at the knees. 1-2. That fastball had moving away from the right-handed batter. 1-2 the count. Phillips at third, 1 down. Woods the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball that almost hit him. That is the 5th strikeout for Woods, and there's 2 down here in the 5th. That'll bring us to the top of the order, and Aaron Guile, who's 2 for 3. A home run to lead off the game in the 1st. Struck out swinging in the 3rd. Singled to right in the 4th. Now runner at third, 2 out. The pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0. In case you just joined us and were stunned when I said 17-7. Not only that, but the Stingers have batted around in 3 consecutive innings. I don't know if that's ever happened. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball strike at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're only in the top of the 5th inning. Woods ready. The 1-1 to Guile. Curveball lifted in the air towards right. Halter going back. It's up there. It's out there, and it is gone. Aaron Guile with a 2-run homer, his 2nd long ball of the game. And it's now the Stingers 17 and Omaha 9. 26 runs now scored in the game. The franchise record is 31 when the Buzz beat Colorado Springs 28-3. Now the batter, Adrian Brown, is 1 for 2. Doubled in 2 runs his last time up. The pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. $26 runs, 27 hits in the game. A 1-0 fastball over for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the 2 teams have now combined to score 50 runs in the last 2 games. And this one's not even halfway completed yet. There's a fastball into the letters for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Woods trying to get 1 more out here so he can go the necessary 5 innings. The pitch. Strike 3 called in the inside corner at the knees, and that retires the side. 2-run score on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. Halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder, it's the Stingers 17, Omaha 9 on ESPN 1230.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key as in cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT-PRO. That's 877-DENT-PRO. Dent Pro Colors, automotive excellence.
When's the last time you got a bonus? You know, just like that.
Well, a $2,000 bonus is waiting for you at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, because between now and the end of August, you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks for the purchase of a 2003 Honda VTZ 1800 motorcycle. You can use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. And right now, you can ride off with a Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle with 3.9% fixed APR for up to 3 years and 0 down payment upon approved credit through American Honda Finance Corporation. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele and use your $2,000 in bonus bucks on parts or accessories. With your new gear, you're going to be cruising the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Financing available to qualified buyers through July 31st, 2004. Payment example, 36 monthly payments of $29.48 for each $1,000 finance. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Shane Holder on the first, pitcher in the fifth, launches one to left center field. That ball's up there, it's out there, and that is gone. A leadoff home run for Shane Halter, and it's now the Stingers 18 and Omaha 9. Halter's first home run in a Salt Lake uniform. That is the 11th extra base hit by the Stingers in the game, and that ties a franchise record. They had 11 at Phoenix on May the 17th of 1994. Remember, Bernardo Brito had 3 home runs in that game. Salt Lake beating the Firebirds 22-2 that night. Here's Jake Thrower, who has doubled in a run his last time up. He takes low, ball 1. So some changes in the record book tonight, and we're only in the 5th. Stingers have scored in every inning. Now Randall's pitch. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Even that team that drilled everybody in the PCL in 2000, the Buzz team that scored over 1,000 runs, hadn't have a night like this one. There's a pitch low and outside for a ball. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Jake Thrower. Again, no one throwing in the Omaha bullpen. The 2-1 pitch. Thrower takes a strike at the knees. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 18 runs on 17 hits for the Stingers. 9 runs, 11 hits for Omaha. The Royals have committed all 3 errors made in this game. 2-2 pitch, change up low and outside for ball 3. 3-2 the count. Now Randall's payoff pitch, low, ball 4. That is the 3rd walk issued by Scott. You got a feel for him, but for some reason the Royals aren't getting anybody ready. It's not like they used a lot of pitchers last night. Doug Linton went 4, Mike Venepro went 2. Here's Tom Gregorio, who's 2 for 3. Alex Pelaez is the only player in the Stingers lineup to have not picked up a base hit yet. Randall ready, the pitch. Low and inside for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Gregorio taps the plate with his bat. Now Randall ready, the pitch. Instead, he steps off. Infield for Omaha, double play depth. Now Randall ready, the pitch. Swung on in line, just foul outside the bag at 3rd. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Got to start looking at a couple of other records for the Stingers as well, and the Salt Lake franchise. Total bases in a game, 49 at Colorado Springs in July of '94, and that 28-3 rout of the Sky Sox. A 1-1 pitch to Gregorio. Tried to hold up and couldn't. The count's 1-2. Let's see, 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, 26, 30, 32, 34 total bases so far in this game. Now the 1-2 pitch to Gregorio. Curveball, strike three called at the knees. One out here in the fifth. Here's Barry Wesson. Doubled in a run his last time up. Our fifth inning, middle of the game reset of the Omaha defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company, coming up after the first pitch to Wesson. Swing and a miss to the strike, 0-1. Aaron Guile in left, Adrian Brown in center, Brandon Berger in right, Mark Teahan at third, Damian Jackson at short, Jed Hansen at second, Calvin Pickering at first, a battery of Scott Randall pitching and Paul Phillips catching. The 0-1, Wesson takes a curveball low and outside, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The thing the Stingers don't have tonight is a triple. Now the 1-1. Swung on, lifted in the air towards right. Berger drifting back, shy of the track, waiting for it, makes the catch. For out number 2 as thrower retreats back to first base. 2 down for Zach Sorensen. In yet another rarity, the leadoff hitter in the Stingers lineup has batted in each of the 5 innings. He flied out to right in the first, hit a 2-run homer in the second, singled in a run in the third, and walked and scored in the fourth. And now he's batting in the fifth. Now Randall ready, and the first pitch to Sorensen. Strike on the outside corner above the knees, 0-1. 0 balls, 1 strike the count. Greg Jones getting ready in the Stingers bullpen to come on in the 6th. The 0-1. Sorensen takes low for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 18-9 Salt Lake here in the bottom of the 5th. Now Randall's pitch. Change up outside at the knees, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Randall ready to pitch. Sorensen lifts one in the air to left center field. Adrian Brown camped underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that retires the side. The Stingers pick up a run on the leadoff home run by Halder. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 5 complete innings of play, it's the Stingers 18, Omaha 9 on ESPN 1230.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family products. For your family, only the best.
Most days, a great round of golf feels completely out of reach.
Oh, funky dog-loving Dublin anchors.
Slice, shank, hook, pull, or just miss.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
No matter your handicap, you have the chance to play the greatest round of your life when you tee it up with the Huntsman Cancer Institute at Thanksgiving Point and Promontory Ranch Club, August 12th and 13th. You can support their work with the most meaningful golf you can play. After the scores are tallied, Huntsman Cancer Institute is celebrating this year's donation gifts of companies, individuals, and organizations with a special evening of fun and entertainment at the Celebration of Hope Gala Dinner and Auction at the Salt Lake Marriott Downtown Hotel the evening of August 13th. So join us in celebration of the continuing work in progress at the Huntsman Cancer Institute.
I'll take a 9 on this one.
Please call Huntsman Cancer Institute for more information or log on to huntsmancancer.org. Special thanks to Deseret Power, Zions Bank, KJAZ TV, and RC Willie.
KQS Murray, Salt Lake. Everybody's going to play a little bit harder. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230. A little bit better. Worldwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting Station.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the sixth inning. Stingers leading by a score of 18-9. It'll be Chad Hansen, who had a two-run single his last time up, taking a strike from Greg Jones, who's on for Jake Woods now. And for Greg, this will be his 25th appearance of the year. He's 1-3 with 2 saves and a 4.33 earned run average. PCL batting .274 against Jones. The fastball high and outside, 1-1. The final numbers for Jake: 5 innings, 11 hits allowed, 9 runs all earned, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 home runs given up. Now the 1-1. Hansen swings. It's a 2-hopper to short. Charging on it, Sorensen sets and throws to first, and he gets Hansen by a step for out number 1. That'll bring up Calvin Pickering, who's 0 for 2 plus a walk. Time now to find out what else is happening under the lights tonight at the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal Light Bulb. Check out the Reveal Bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Portland shut out New Orleans 5-0. The Beavers continue to roll. They've now won 9 out of their last 11 as they moved into first place in the North Division. Garrett Fernandez, the knuckleballer from Kearns, took the loss. He's 4-9. Pickering tried to hold up on a high fastball, and he apparently did. The count's 1-0. They appeal. No swing, says Angel Campos, and the count's 1-0. Iowa shut out Edmonton 11-0. The Cubs with 17 hits. With the 9th at Oklahoma, the Red Hawks have rallied to take a 4-2 lead over the Rainiers. There's a strike in at the letters, and the count is even at 1-1. So unless the Rainiers rally in the 9th, Portland will now have a 1.5 game lead in the division. 1-1 to Pickering. Fastball outside at the belt. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. They're in the 6th at Colorado Springs. Sky Sox trailing Fresno 7-4. After 4 at Albuquerque, the Isotope trails Sacramento 5-3. 2-1 pitch is low and outside. 3-1 the count. In the 3rd at Tucson, the Sidewinders lead Nashville 3-0. And in the 3rd at Las Vegas, Memphis leads the 51s 5-2. Here's a chopper to the right side. Up with it, Jake Thrower. The toss to first, and Pickering is out. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Brandon Berger, who's 0 for 3. He's twice fly to center and popped to first. In the American League, all of the games have been finished. Anaheim beat Kansas City 7-5 as Rob Quinlan extended his hitting streak to 18 games with a 6th inning double. Minnesota edged Oakland 4-3. It was the Yankees shutting out Toronto 6-0. Pitch to Berger on the way is low, ball 1. Baltimore top Texas 3-1. Seattle over Tampa Bay 5-2. 1-0 pitch. Berger swings and misses at a slider. 1-1. Boston down Detroit 7-4, and Cleveland got a 3-run homer from Matt Lawton in the 9th to rally past Chicago 6-5. 1-1 pitch, and Berger pops it up. Right side, Galarraga behind the bag at first is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. And for the first time tonight, the Stingers pitcher on either side retires the side 1-2-3. After 5.5, it's the Stingers 18 at Omaha 9 on ESPN 1230.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico Direct Insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real live person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business just as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336, right here in Layton.
Hey, this is Dan the Laptop Man from PC Laptops. It's our back-to-school super psycho crazy sale. Anyway, it's the best sale we have of the year for students. Bring in your student ID in any one of our PC laptop stores, and you'll get a humongous discount off any of our new or used PC laptop computers. Got an old laptop? Well, guess what? We'll transfer all your data for free onto your new laptop computer. Isn't that killer? Plus, you know what we're doing? 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for half a year. That's incredible. Plus, if you've got a digital camera, networking card, software, any of that, bring it all in a wheelbarrow, and we'll set it up for you. Absolutely no charge. Don't worry about viruses. Don't worry about service, because we give you a lifetime service guarantee, and we don't charge you a penny for extended warranty. A great laptop should come with a lifetime service guarantee, and the only place you're going to get that is PC Laptops, because we love you. Get on down. Featuring Intel Centrino mobile technology.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
First pitch to Adam Riggs. Got Randall, a fastball inside for ball one. Riggs has doubled in each of his last 3 at-bats. The team record for doubles in a game 4. Todd Walker did it twice, and it was tied earlier this season by Curtis Pride in his last game as a Stinger. There's a line shot foul hooking out of play down the left field line. And the count on Riggs is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Twice this year, a Stinger player has had 4 extra base hits in a game. Brian Gordon, 3 homers and a double on June 10th. And Pride, the 4 doubles on July 26th. 1-1 pitch. Riggs takes a curveball outside. All the way back to the screen. It rolls, and the count's 2-1. That 3-up, 3-down inning, the first by a Stinger pitcher since the 9th inning of game 1 of this series. There's a breaking ball low. 3-1 the count on Riggs. That was on Thursday night. Authored by Derek Turnbow. Now the 3-1. Riggs swings and fouls it back into the screen, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Riggs to be followed by Casey Kochman and Andres Galarraga. Now Randall's pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Randall, and there's 1 down here in the 6th. That'll bring up Casey Kochman. He has driven in a run in each of his at-bats. A homer in the first, an RBI double in the second, an RBI double in the third, and a ground out in the 4th. On the pitch, swung on line, and a leaping catch at second by Hansen to take a hit away from Kochman. Fine defensive play by Henson as he had to time his jump perfectly, and he did, to take the hit away from Casey. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Andres Galarraga, 2 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in. Randall trying to author the first 3 up, 3 down inning by an Omaha pitcher since the 5th inning on Thursday. There's a breaking ball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Galarraga narrowly missing a homer his last time up. Takes a curveball low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Randall's pitch into the dirt, skips by the catcher Phillips, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count on Galarraga. The pitch low and outside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Now Randall ready. The pitch. Swung on and lifted foul. Slicing out of play down the right field side, and that fills the count at 3-2. Alex Pelaez due next. Randall into his motion for the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. He struck him out. And the scoreboard operator can put a 0 on the Stingers line for the first time tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 7th. It's the Stingers 18 and Omaha 9 on ESPN 1230.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is keys and cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT-PRO. That's 877-DENT-PRO. Dent Pro Colors, automotive excellence.
When's the last time you got a bonus? You know, just like that. Well, the $2,000 bonus is waiting for you at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, because between now and the end of August, you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks for the purchase of a 2003 Honda VTZ 1800 motorcycle. You can use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. And right now, you can ride off with a Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle with 3.9% fixed APR for up to 3 years and 0 down payment upon approved credit through American Honda Finance Corporation. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele and use your $2,000 in bonus bucks on parts or accessories. With your new gear, you're going to be cruising the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Financing available to qualified buyers through July 31st, 2004. Payment example, 36 monthly payments of $29.48 for each $1,000 finance. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Jared Patterson leading things off. Greg Jones delivers a fastball outside, ball 1. Patterson 0 for 2. Stingers leading 18-9 as we start the 7th. There's a pitch missing low for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Now Jones delivers high, a fastball, 3-0. We mentioned it the other day when he came on, and Greg and I talked about it a little bit the other day. He can't figure out why things seem to go so well in his first inning of work, but not so well in the second. There's a fastball low, and he walks the leadoff hitter Patterson on 4 straight pitches here in the 7th. Brings up Paul Phillips, who's 3 for 3. Two singles and a double for Phillips. Time now to look ahead. First, a couple of changes for the Stingers. Gary Johnson is coming to the ball game to play left field. Shane Halter moves from right field to first base. Now the pitch in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Actually, Gary Johnson is in left field. Riggs is still in left. Now the pitch. Breaking ball, strike. And the count on Phillips is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Stingers with an 18-9 lead here in the 7th. Now the pitch. Slow roller toward short. Sorensen charges. The underhand toss to second for 1. Back to first. No chance for the double play. Ball not hit hard enough to turn 2, but they do get the lead runner Patterson, and there's 1 out here in the 7th inning. So 1 on, 1 out for Martin, who's 1 for 3. So with Galarraga out, Gary Johnson bats in his spot in the batting order, which is the number 4 spot. There's a pitch in for a strike, and the count to T and 0-1. T and 1 for 3. Infield single and a run scored in the 4th inning. Time now to look ahead at the Stinger schedule. Brought to you by University of Utah Football. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball, 0-2. The defending Mountain West Conference and Liberty Bowl champions play 6 home games this year, starting with Texas A&M and finishing with BYU. Season tickets are now available at 581-UTIX or online at UtahUtes.com. U of U football, you ain't seen nothing yet. Camp opens up on Monday for the Utes. The 0-2 pitch to Tian, swinging a ground ball. That's going to sneak through for a base hit into right field. Phillips will hold at second base. The runners at first and second, one out. The batter will be Damian Jackson, who's 2 for 3. Again tomorrow afternoon, Chris Butchek gets the start for the Stingers against former Buzz right-hander Jason Ryan. On Monday, 7 o'clock, against Iowa, Corey Lee gets the start with Steve Green and Jason Middlebrook going in Tuesday's doubleheader. And then Wednesday is 7 o'clock game before Thursday's off day, the final off day on the schedule this year. As Jackson tries to bunt and fouls it back into the screen, strike one. Then the Stingers head to Portland for 4, starting on Friday night, the 11th. Stingers down to just 3 more road trips left this year, all short ones. A 4-game trip to Portland, a 5-day, 6-game trip to Edmonton, and a 4-game trip to Las Vegas to close out the season. 0-1 pitch. Jackson slices one foul into the seats beyond the Stingers bullpen in right. And the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Kansas City outfielder Matt Stairs placed on the 15-day disabled list today with a strained left oblique muscle. No word on who might take his spot. There's a pitch fouled off, right side out of play, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Actually, his roster spot went to starting pitcher Jimmy Serrano, who's making his major league debut tonight against the Angels. Serrano had been at Double-A. Here's a smash pass. Halter down the right field line, heading towards the corner. Phillips will score. Tian is held up at third. It's an RBI double for Damian Jackson. And that makes it now an 18-10 ball game. That's now the 12th double of this game for the 2 teams combined. Still 5 away from the PCL record. Now the batter, Aaron Guile, who has 2 homers and a single, 3 runs scored in 4 at-bats tonight. Runners at second and third, 1 out. It's 18-10 Salt Lake. Both teams in double digits for the second straight game. The pitch. Low for a ball. Matter of fact, the Stingers have scored 2 more runs tonight than they did in the entire 8-game Tennessee road trip. Now the 1-0 pitch. Guile takes low for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Rockies recalled outfielder Jorge Piedra from Colorado Springs to fill the roster spot, left open by the trade of Larry Walker to St. Louis. There's a fastball high, ball 3. 3-0 the count, and a wide one would load the bases for Adrian Brown. Rocky starter Aaron Cook, who once pitched for the Stingers, left his start against the Reds in the 3rd inning Saturday night because he felt lightheaded and dizzy. There's a breaking ball, strike at the knees, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Let me take that back. Cook was not with the Stingers. There's a curveball inside, ball 4. Confused him with Aaron Small and Andy Cook. So the bases are now loaded for Adrian Brown. That is the second walk of the inning issued by Jones. Brown at the plate, 1 for 3, including a 2-run double back in the 4th inning. The bases loaded, 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th, 18-10 in favor of the Stingers. Dusty Bergman now up in the Salt Lake bullpen. Pitch. Fastball belled high in the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Runner at third base is Tian. Jackson at second base, and Guile is over at first. Pitch. Fastball high, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Now Jones ready to pitch. Breaking ball inside as Brown backs away from the pitch. 2-1 the count. Stingers 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 6 in the third, 5 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. Omaha 1 in the first, 6 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 1 here in the seventh. Here's a high chopper right side. Thrower's got it. Flips to second for 1. Over to first. Double play, and they're out of the inning. 4-6-3 double play, and with that, another $5 goes to the United Way, courtesy of Taco Maker. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. It's 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and it's brought to you by Upper Limit Fitness, now with 3 locations, Salt Lake, Orem, and Layton. Upper Limit Fitness will help you stretch a little further. After 6.5, it's the Stingers 18, Omaha 10 on ESPN 1230.
Connected Wireless is growing to better serve you with their new Provo Town Center store. Connected Wireless doesn't just sell one-of-a-kind wireless services like most wireless companies. Connected Wireless is your one-stop wireless source. They'll fix you up with the right plan and the right service from Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Plus, Connected Wireless has all the latest and hard-to-find accessories. Connected Wireless will beat any deal, even internet deals. Call 205-3 or look in the yellow pages to find one of 7 Connected Wireless locations. Get connected, stay connected with Connected Wireless.
Most days, a great round of golf feels completely out of reach.
Oh, funky dog-loving Dublin anchors.
Slice, shank, hook, pull, or just miss.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
No matter your handicap, you have the chance to play the greatest round of your life when you tee it up with the Huntsman Cancer Institute at Thanksgiving Point and Promontory Ranch Club, August 12th and 13th. You can support their work with the most meaningful golf you can play. After the scores are tallied, Huntsman Cancer Institute is celebrating this year's donation gifts of companies, individuals, and organizations with a special evening of fun and entertainment at the Celebration of Hope Gala Dinner and Auction at the Salt Lake Marriott Downtown Hotel the evening of August 13th. So join us in celebration of the continuing work in progress at the Huntsman Cancer Institute.
I'll take a 9 on this one.
Please call Huntsman Cancer Institute for more information or log on to huntsmancancer.org. Special thanks to Marriott Hotels, KFAN Radio, and Citadel Communications.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Alex Palacios to lead things off now for the Stingers here in the 7th inning against Scott Randall, is still out there. The 0-1 delivery swung on, chopped toward short. Jackson charges gloves and throws to first for the out as Alex has been left out of the party tonight. He's now 0 for 5. Randall now has retired 7 batters in a row. Maybe the Stingers are arm weary. Now the batter, Shane Halter, who's 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a homer, plus a walk. 3 runs scored and 1 run batted in. First pitch curveball from Randall for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. Halter swings, and there it goes, deep to left field. That ball's up there, it's out there, and it is gone. Shane Halter with his 2nd home run in a row, and it's now 19-10, Salt Lake. And with that, the Stingers have authored a new record. That is their 12th extra base hit of the ball game, breaking a record that had been held since the 1994 season. Now the pitch, Jake Thrower fouls it back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. On Jake, who has a double in the ball game, he's 1 for 2. Now the pitch, fastball outside, evens the count at 1-1. 12 extra base hits, the franchise record. The Stingers have 4 home runs tonight. The team mark is 7. 1-1 pitch is Anthony's, a strike 1 and 2. That was against Calgary here on August 9th of 2000. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Randall's pitch. Fastball outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Started after it, held up as the breaking ball missed low and inside. They appeal, no swing, says the umpire, Angel Campos at third. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That home run by Shane Halter. First the 3-2 pitch. Thrower grounds one right side. Henson to his left. Fields in short right. It throws to first for the out. 2 down. Tom Gregorio is due up. The home run by Halter is our Geico Insurance run of the game. Anytime the Stingers, or I should say the first time the Stingers extend the lead after the 5th inning, that's the Geico Insurance run. Rex Olson, your local Geico rep, will donate $10 to the Air Force Fund for every Geico Insurance run of the game. That's the 31st of the year, making the total donation $310. First pitch to Gregorio is low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Tom. Steps out of the batter's box momentarily. Now activity in the bullpen for Omaha. The right-hander, Justin Heisman. As a pitch to Gregorio, a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're at the bottom of the 7th, 19-10 Stingers. Now the pitch. Swung on, looped towards left, and over the glove of the leaping Damian Jackson for a base hit. And so Gregorio has his 3rd single of the night. Now a runner at first base, 2 outs for Barry Wesson, who's 1 for 4 with a couple of RBI. Nineteen hits now in the ball game for Salt Lake. Now Randall's pitch. There's a strike. As Gary Johnson, when he came into the ball game, I thought he was inserted for Galarraga, but that's not the case. He was inserted in Wesson's spot, the number 9 spot in the batting order. But that one is in the dirt. 1-1 the count on Johnson. For Barry, while he was in there again, 1 for 4, 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in. Now the pitch. Johnson takes low for a ball, 2-1. Gary comes into the ball game batting .235, 11 doubles, 4 triples, 4 homers. Gary's driven in 29 runs. There's a pitch fouled back. Johnson making his first appearance in this series. The way things have gone the last 2 nights, I seriously doubt that either team will be taking batting practice tomorrow. 2-2 the count on Johnson. Now Randall's pitch into the dirt, blocked by the catcher Phillips, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, the game was tied 1-1 after 1, and then the Stingers scored 16 runs over the next 3 innings. 3-2 payoff pitch, and it's low, ball 4. So now runners at first and second. That's the 4th walk issued by Randall. That'll bring up Zach Sorensen. Sorensen on the night has 2 hits and 3 runs batted in. Including a 2-run home run in the second, his first long ball in a Salt Lake uniform. Zach takes another one in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. Now Randall's pitch. Swung on and sliced towards left center field. Adrian Brown is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. The Stingers add another run on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2 men on base. We go to the 8th. It's the Stingers 19 and Omaha 10 on ESPN 1230.
Attention car buyers. By the order of the general manager, all 2004 Toyota cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans must be moved this weekend.
Toyota is close to winning a very prestigious award, so they're throwing profit out the window. All automobiles will be marked down to the absolute minimum acceptable balance. What this means to you is you could be getting a new Toyota at possibly the lowest prices of the year. Feel trapped in your old auto loan? Then get to Carl Malone Toyota. When you make a deal, they will pay off your old car no matter what you owe. Check out the new gas-efficient Scion. The car of the future is here. Special used car buyers will be on hand to give you above or fair market value for your trade. And remember, your car will never be worth more than it is today. Low credit, no problem. Bring your payment book, your title, your trade, and get absolute minimum acceptable balance. Sale ends this Monday, so get in early for best selection. Carl Malone Toyota. Exit 106 South off I-15 next to Costco. I are responsible for all title tag and dealer fees. Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. Put the popcorn away. As Dusty Berkman comes on to pitch now for the Stingers here in the 8th. Dusty, the third pitcher employed by manager Mike Brumley tonight. Making his 35th appearance of the year. He's 1-0. With a 2.86 earned run average, the PCL batting .265 against left-hander Dusty Berkman. Greg Jones went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Greg did not strike out a batter. He walked 2. So now Dusty Berkman on to face Jed Henson, Calvin Pickering, and Brandon Berger. The Stingers leading in the ball game by a score of 19-10. First pitch to Jed Hansen, a fastball into the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Fastball outside at the knees, evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 teams have combined for 18 extra base hits. And a swing and a tap foul behind home plate. 1-2 the count on Jed Hansen. Now Bergman ready, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball away. He struck him out, 1 down here in the 8th. Bergman pitched 2 2/3 scoreless innings here on Thursday against the Royals with 4 strikeouts and no walks. A 1 out, nobody on. Calvin Pickering, the batter. He's 0 for 3 plus a walk. Pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Strike on the inside corner above the knees, and the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Fastball sliced foul down near the Omaha bullpen. The count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dusty Bergman delivers. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and Dusty has struck out the first two batters he's faced. 8 strikeouts for the Stingers staff in this game. That'll bring up Brandon Berger, who's 0 for 4. Popped up to first his last time out. So the Stingers with a defensive alignment of Riggs, Gordon, and Johnson in left, center, and right. Malaya, Sorensen, Thrower, and Halter, the infield third to first. Bergman pitching, Gregorio catching. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. 0 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Low for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Bergman deals. Swung on, hit in the air to center field. Gordon racing back, still going back. It's over his head, and it's going to bounce off the batter's eye in center for an automatic double. So that gives Berger his first hit and his 4th double for Omaha this year. That is the 5th double for Omaha, the 13th of the game for the two teams combined. That's 4 short of the PCL record set in 1911, when Vernon and Portland combined for 17 doubles. Now here's Jared Patterson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. Pitch low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The Astros had to put shortstop Adam Everett on the disabled list with a broken bone in his left wrist. 1-0 pitch, swinging a chopper to the right side. The second baseman Thrower up with it. Waits for Halter to get back to first. He does, and the throw's in time to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Stingers 19, Omaha 10 on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico Direct Insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real-life person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business just as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336, right here in Layton.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
I came to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
I'm thinking of seeing another Chevy dealership.
Oh.
I've always been happy here at Gus Paula's.
Did we do something wrong?
No, of course not. It's just that, well, this other place is advertising a big rebate on a new truck, and I don't want to go. I love you guys. Your service is the best, and Gus is so easy to deal with. This is the worst day of my life.
Sir, the rebate the dealership is offering, we can match it.
You can?
Mm-hmm. Any rebates or incentives they offer, we offer.
So I can stay with Gus and still save money?
Yes, you can.
Oh, man, can I have a hug?
No, you can't. But I will get you a tissue.
For the best deals on an American revolution of Chevy cars and trucks, all you have to do is look down. Way down.
Sorry, I almost got emotional there.
Almost?
I was holding back a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I used to coach football.
I see.
Gus Paula Chevrolet. With Gus, anything's possible.
Now, back to more Stingers Baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Justin Heisman now on to pitch for Omaha. For Heisman, his 21st appearance of the year. He's 3-2 with 4 saves, a 3.95 earned run average. First batter he'll face Adam Riggs, who has 3 doubles in the ball game. Hits a fly ball, right field. Berger on the run towards the corner. Can't get to it as it one-ups the wall. And Adam Riggs is into second base with a double. So that double does a couple of things in the record books. It's now a new team record. That is their 9th double of the ball game. And for Riggs, he ties a record with 4 doubles in one game by one player. So all kinds of mark, and now that's the 14th double by the two teams combined. 3 doubles shy of the record. Here's Casey Kotzman, who has 2 of the doubles and a home run. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. That's the 20th hit of the ball game for the Stingers. And that's also the 13th extra base hit for Salt Lake, adding to their record tonight. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside for a ball, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Briggs becoming just the 3rd player to hit 4 doubles in a game. Todd Walker did it twice, and Curtis Pride did it last month. It's low and outside for a ball, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. A lot of new entries in the Stingers record book tonight. There's a strike call. And the count on Kotzman, 3-1. Now Heisman ready, the pitch. Outside at the knees, ball 4. The Stingers have runners at first and second with nobody out. As we're about at 3 hours and 45 minutes. In case you're wondering, the record length for a 9-inning game for the franchise, 4 hours and 4 minutes against Colorado Springs, June 29th of 2000. Here's Brian Gordon batting for the first time. He takes a strike at the knees, and the count's 0-1. Oh, we're at 2:45. I'm sorry. Seemed like we were just rolling right along. This game is actually going to wind up being shorter than last night. The pitch on the way, fastball foul back, and the count on Gordon's 0-2. So Brian Gordon batting .263. 21 doubles, 3 triples, 17 homers, 56 runs batted in. Well, it just seems like it's 3 hours and 45 minutes. No balls, 2 strikes, the count on Gordon as Heisman delivers. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. 1 down here in the 8th. That'll bring up Alex Pelaez. Pelaez, the only starter without a hit tonight. He is 0 for 5 with 3 ground outs, a strikeout, and a pop-up. Heisman delivers, foul back. That one rattles around upstairs and falls down into someone's lap right behind home plate. 1 strike, the count on Pelaez. No balls, 1 strike, the count on Alex. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball back to third and past. Martin down the left field line. Riggs around to score. Over to third goes Kotzman, and into second goes Pelaez. And it's now a 20-10 lead. I wonder what the over and under would be as to how many NFL games will have fewer runs in it. That's going to go as a double and an RBI for Alex. That's now the 15th double by the two teams combined, 2 away from a PCL record that was set back in 1911. Now here's Shane Halter, who's homered his last 2 times up. He takes low, ball 1. 10 doubles for the Stingers, 5 for Omaha. Runners at second and third, 1 out. 20-10. To my recollection, this is only the 3rd time in the franchise history, first as the Stingers, they've hit the 20-run mark. Here's a swing and a ground ball up the middle, past the diving Jackson into center field, a base hit. In to score, Kotzman. Pelaez being held up at third, much to the dismay of the fans. But in a game like this, that's a common courtesy for Halter. That's his 5th hit of the ball game. He has 5 hits plus a walk. Record for hits in a game, 6. for the Stingers, or actually by the Buzz, by Jeff Carter in 1994 and equaled by Tom Walker in 1997. 21 runs, the third most runs scored in franchise history as the pitch is low, ball one. Jake Brewer. And they had 22 in a game at Phoenix in 1994, and in that same year they had 28 in a game at Colorado Springs. The 1-0 pitch to Jake. Fastball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 1-1. Brewer 1 for 3 plus a couple of walks and 3 runs scored. Elias at third, Halter at first with 1 out. Heisman's pitch. Slapped toward third, a base hit past the diving tee and hit the score for Elias. Halter will stop at third, and now it's a 22-10 ball game. And still only 1 out. And the batter will be Tom Gregorio. Warming up in the bullpen for Omaha is an infielder, Corey Hart. So here's Gregorio, who has 3 singles in the ball game. And the Stingers have scored 3 here in the 8th. (22-10) Salt Lake. Pitch. Fastball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Again, the Stingers, the only inning in which they did not score was the 6th when they went up and down in order. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Stingers with 10 doubles and 4 homers in the game. Heisman ready. The 0-2 to Gregorio. Into the dirt, bounces away, back towards the mound. The runners in this kind of a game aren't going to advance. The count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, the count on Gregorio. 22-10, the 32 runs scored in the game by the 2 teams combined. That's a new record. The previous had been 31, July 29th of 94, when the Buzz beat the Sky Sox 28-3. Now the 1-2. Strike 3 called at the knees. 2 outs here in the 8th. Now here's Gary Johnson, who walked his first time up. So 32 runs now in this game. 2 teams have combined for 37 hits. That's still 6 shy of the record. First pitch to Johnson, misses low. Ball 1. Now the right-hander ready. The 1-0. Strike on the inside corner at the knees. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. One and 1 the count on Johnson. There's a breaking ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Johnson. Runner at second base, Halter. Thrower at first. Now Heisman's pitch. Low, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Gary. If he reaches base, Zach Sorensen will come up, and it'll be the 4th time in the game that the Stingers will have batted around. 3 balls, 1 strike the count on Gary. Heisman's pitch. Swinging a foul back to the screen, and that fills the count at 3-2. A full count with 2 outs here in the 8th. 22-10, Salt Lake. Heisman ready. 3-2 payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 3 more runs, though, for the Stingers on 4 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on the base paths. We go to the 9th. Stingers 22, Omaha 10 on ESPN 1230.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the Big Green Monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key as in cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT-PRO. That's 877-DENT-PRO. Dent Pro Colors, automotive excellence.
Attention car buyers. By the order of the general manager, all 2004 Toyota cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans must be moved this weekend.
Toyota is close to winning a very prestigious award, so they're throwing profit out the window. All automobiles will be marked down to the absolute minimum acceptable balance. What this means to you is you could be getting a new Toyota at possibly the lowest prices of the year. Feel trapped in your old auto loan? Then get to Carl Malone Toyota. When you make a deal, they will pay off your old car no matter what you owe. Check out the new gas-efficient Scion. The car of the future is here. Special used car buyers will be on hand to give you above or fair market value for your trade. And remember, your car will never be worth more than it is today. Slow credit, no problem. Bring your payment book, your title, your trade, and get absolute minimum acceptable balance. Sale ends this Monday, so get in early for best selection. Carl Malone Toyota. Exit 106 South on 515 next to Costco. I am responsible for all title tag and dealer fees.
Now, back to more Steelers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. It'll be Paul Phillips, Mark Teahan, and Damian Jackson to face left-hander Dusty Bergman. Stingers leading 22-10. So far tonight, Phillips 3 for 4. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes the count on Phillips. As Bergman deals. Swinging a foul back, 1-1. Stingers with Riggs, Gordon, and Johnson in left, center, and right. Elias, Sorensen, Thrower, and Halter, the infield third to first. A battery of Bergman pitching and Gregorio catching. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Phillips. 8,535 paid here tonight. There's a swing and a high bouncing ball out in front of the plate. Gregorio gloves, spin, throws to first in time for the out. A nice play by Tomo. 1 down here in the 9th. That'll bring up Mark Teahan. As a high bouncer in front of the plate, Gregorio pounced on it quickly, spun, and fired a strike to first. 1 out. That'll bring up Mark Teahan, who's 2 for 4. So 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Fastball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Bergman's pitch. Fastball high, 1-1. And the 2 teams combined for 15 doubles tonight. That's 2 shy of a record that's been in the books since 1911. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stingers with 10 doubles, the individual record 13 for one team. There's a fastball high and inside, 2-1 in that same game, October the 8th of 1911. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Teahan. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. Let's pause for station identification. This is Salt Lake Stingers baseball.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City.
Stocks and fakes roll the crowd down the hook.
This is the ESPN Radio AM 1230.
Stand up for the left field.
The worldwide leader in sports. On Citadel Broadcasting Station.
2-2 pitch to Teahan. Swinging a foul back. We're at the top of the ninth. One out, nobody on base. Stingers leading Omaha 22-10. Again, same two teams wrap up the series tomorrow. The Stingers 2 outs away from their first back-to-back wins in 4 weeks. They would try to win a series for the first time since that Las Vegas set tomorrow. Boot check against Jason Ryan. 2-2. Down the middle, strike 3 call. Third strikeout for Berkman, and there's 2 down here in the ninth. Game had more runs in it than last night. So this game going to be played about a half hour quicker. Now Berkman's pitch. Swung on and sliced foul out of play down the right field line for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Now the 0-1. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two teams have combined for 32 runs on 37 hits. Pitch, curveball low, and the count on Jackson, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Davian. He has 3 hits in 4 at-bats tonight, including a couple of doubles and 3 runs batted in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now Berkman's pitch. Swung on and chopped up the third base side foul. And the count's even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count on Jackson. Now Dusty ready, the pitch. Swinging a broken bat roller to third. Up with it, Pelaez. The throw across, and the ball game is over. And the Stingers have their back-to-back wins. As Dusty Berkman silences the Royals 1-2-3 here in the 9th inning. Totals, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Hand shocks and high fives all around with the final score. The Salt Lake Stingers 22 and the Omaha Royals 10. We'll be back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
This has been Salt Lake Stingers baseball. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game. The 10th inning show is coming up next on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
Connected Wireless is growing to better serve you with their new Provo Town Center store. Connected Wireless doesn't just sell one-of-a-kind wireless services like most wireless companies. Connected Wireless is your one-stop wireless source. They'll fix you up with the right plan and the right service from Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Plus, Connected Wireless has all the latest and hard-to-find accessories. Connected Wireless will beat any deal, even internet deals. Call 205-FREE or look in the yellow pages to find one of 7 Connected Wireless locations. Get connected. Stay connected with Connected Wireless.
The game is over and the fans are leaving the ballpark. It's time now for the 10th inning show. A complete wrap-up of tonight's game with a look at the rest of the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. This is the 10th inning show on ESPN 1230 AM. Now let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Well, you had to take off the socks and make sure you could use all your toes when you added things up here tonight at Franklin Covey Field. As the Stingers dealt the Omaha Royals tonight by a final score of 22-10. Here are the final totals in the ball game for the Stingers: 22 runs, 23 hits, no errors, and they left 8 men on base. For Omaha, 10 runs on 14 hits, 3 errors, and they left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher, Jake Woods, now 5-2. The loser, Jimmy Gobble, 0-1. Time of the game at even 3 hours. The paid attendance, 8,535. As the Stingers go to 42-71 on the year, while the Royals drop to 52-61. The Stingers have now won 2 out of 3 in the series so far, but a lot of changes to or additions to the record book for the Salt Lake Stingers franchise, Stinger/Buzz franchise, as Adam Riggs tied a record with 4 doubles in one game. He also tied a record of 4 extra base hits in one game. Stingers set a team record with 10 doubles in the game. They also set a team record with 14 total extra base hits. The two teams combined for 32 runs. That is also a franchise record. So a lot of changes to the books here tonight as the Stingers defeat the Omaha Royals by a final score of 22-10. Time now for our Gus Paulus impossible defensive play of the game. There could have been several, but this one performed by Barry Weston in the 3rd inning. Now the 1-ball pitch to Hansen from Woods. Swung on line, left center field. Weston on the run, slides and makes the catch. Back to second base goes Jackson. To first goes Brown. A great grab by Barry Weston in center field for our impossible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. So the Gus Paulus Auto Group, the impossible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. Gus may be short, but his selection of quality used cars sure isn't. Visit his new used car dealership at Jordan Landing. With Gus, anything is possible. As the Stingers win it tonight by a final score of 22-10. We'll be back with the other scores around baseball after this on ESPN 1230.
Home equity loans are easy to get at Mountain America Credit Union. Easier, perhaps, than deciding what to do with the money.
We could get a deck and a hot tub.
Remodel the bathroom and a jetted tub.
Once you make up your mind, you'll pay no appraisal fees, no origination fees, no closing costs, and no annual fees at Mountain America.
A snowmobile.
Try a snow blower.
While you're deciding what to do with the money, call or visit Mountain America Credit Union or log on to mtnamerica.org.
How about a widescreen TV?
How about storm windows with screens?
At Mountain America Credit Union, we make getting home equity loans easy. So get approved.
An ATV.
A riding lawnmower.
Unfortunately, we're no help at all when it comes to deciding what to do with the money.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Okay, let's get a fishing boat.
Oh, you want water. We'll take a cruise.
Mountain America Credit Union, member NCUA and equal opportunity lender.
Attention car buyers. By the order of the general manager, all 2004 Toyota cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans must be moved this weekend.
Toyota is close to winning a very prestigious award, so they're throwing profit out the window. All automobiles will be marked down to the absolute minimum acceptable balance. What this means to you is you could be getting a new Toyota at possibly the lowest prices of the year. Feel trapped in your old auto loans? Then get to Carl Malone Toyota. When you make a deal, they will pay off your old car no matter what you owe. Check out the new gas-efficient Scion. The car of the future is here. Special used car buyers will be on hand to give you above or fair market value for your trade. And remember, your car will never be worth more than it is today. Low credit, no problem. Bring your payment book, your title, your trade, and get absolute minimum acceptable balance. Sale ends this Monday, so get in early for best selection. Carl Malone Toyota. Exit 106 South on 515 next to Costco. I am responsible for all title tag and dealer fees.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the ballpark where the Stingers prevailed over the Omaha Royals tonight by a final score of 22-10. Time now to check out the other scores around baseball as we find out what else happened under the lights tonight at PC Outlet Major League Baseball, brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal Light Bulb. Check out the Reveal Bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. First of all, in the PCL, Portland remains a half game ahead of Tacoma in the north. The Beavers shut out New Orleans today down in the Bayou 5-0, while Tacoma rallied with 7 runs in the 9th inning to defeat Oklahoma 9-4. Elsewhere was Iowa shutting out Edmonton 11-0. That dropped the Trappers now 7.5 back in the North Division. In the bottom of the 8th at Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox trail Fresno 9-6. In the 8th at Albuquerque, Sacramento leads the Isotopes 7-5. In the 7th at Tucson, the Sidewinders lead Nashville 6-2. And a slugfest going on at Cashman Field as Memphis leads at Las Vegas 11-8. That ball game in the 6th inning. In the American League, Minnesota defeated Oakland by a score of 4-3. It was the Yankees shutting out Toronto 6-0. At Baltimore, the Orioles topped Texas 3-1. Seattle defeated Tampa Bay 5-2. Mariners manager Bob Melvin ejected, arguing a call from last night during the exchange of lineup cards at home plate before the game. Matt Lawton's 3-run homer in the 9th gave Cleveland a 6-5 win at Chicago. Boston down Detroit 7-4 as Pedro Martinez goes to 12-4 on the year. And Anaheim comes from behind to defeat Kansas City 7-5. In the National League, Padres batting in the bottom of the 7th, trailing Pittsburgh 2-1. The Dodgers leading Philadelphia 5-0 in the 7th at L.A. Steve Green with his 15th home run. Cardinals got a run in the bottom of the 9th to edge the Mets 2-1. It is Atlanta topping Arizona 6-2. The Cubs doubled up the Giants 8-4, giving Greg Maddux career win number 300 in his career, the 22nd pitcher in big league history to reach 300 wins. It was Florida shutting out Milwaukee by a score of 5-0. Montreal down Houston 8-3, and it was Colorado defeating Cincinnati by a final score of 9-5. So again here, the Stingers prevail over the Omaha Royals by a score of 22-10. We'll come back with a few of the highlights after this on ESPN 1230.
Hey, this is Dale Shanzi from Totally Awesome Computers. And computers, it's very important that you get good service with it. So I was going to show you how pathetic Dell support is by calling them live on the air to give you a demonstration, but there's no way I've been able to get a hold of them in the time it takes to make this commercial. So let me just call a Totally Awesome Computer store and show you how service is supposed to be done, where you have real people answer the phone. Check this out. This is a real call.
Totally Awesome Computers, this is Andy. We can do anything for you. How may I help you?
Hi there. Hey, do you guys cover viruses under your warranty?
We sure do. We'll take care of that for you.
Really? What if I don't want to do anything and I don't want to download stuff? Can I just bring it to you and have you just take care of it for me?
I would love to do that for you.
What's that cost?
It's free. It's no charge. It's under warranty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Can you see the difference? At Totally Awesome Computers, we actually have service.
How you doing? I'm Bruno, the air conditioning guy.
Yes, listen, there's a green fungus growing on the swamp cooler down the side of my house.
I tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a hose and we're going to squirt that right off.
Yes, thank you. Oh, boy.
There is no way a hose is going to fix that problem. With a swamp cooler, recycled water is pulled from a bed of fungus-saturated liquid, poured over deteriorating wood fibers, then forced into your home for you to breathe. Take action. A sophisticated central air conditioning and filtration system will eliminate fungus, bacteria, and mold before it ever reaches your lungs. Take action. Action installs only the best, like Train, Carrier, Tempstar, and Rheem at the lowest price in Salt Lake. Take Action's lowest price challenge. It's easy. If we can't get you the lowest price, we'll give you $50 for your trouble. This $50 offer is great, so please call us for details. Take action. Call Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning at 363-5575. That's 363-5575.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Well, a wild one here tonight here at Franklin Covey Field. It all started in the first inning as Aaron Guile led off the ball game against Jake Woods. 0-2 pitch to Guile. Fastball high in the air to center field. Wesson going back, still going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it is gone. A long home run for Aaron Guile, right over the 420-foot sign in straightaway center field, and it's 1-0 Omaha. 1-0 Omaha on Guile's 8th home run of the year, and then in the bottom of the first, with 2 out and nobody on, Casey Kochman tied it up. 1-1 pitch on the way. Kochman swings and laces one toward right. Berger going back. It's up there, and it's gone. A line drive home run up the bat of Casey Kochman, and the game is tied at 1-1. So a 1-1 ball game, and then the Stingers took the lead for good in the second inning. With 1 out, Shane Halter singled. Jake Brower then reached on an error by the third baseman, Martian, and that brought Tom Gregorio to the plate. Looks towards first, and now comes home. Swung on line, left center field. Brown on the run, can't get to it. It drops in for a base hit. Halter comes in to score. The ball gets by Brown. On to third base goes thrower Gregorio to second, and the Stingers take a 2-1 lead. So 2-1 Stingers at that point. A ground out by Barry Wesson made it a 3-1 ball game, and then that brought Zach Sorensen to the plate with a count of 2 balls and 1 strike. Now Gobble's pitch. Sorensen swings and rips one to left center field. Guile looking up. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it is gone. Zach Sorensen with his first home run in a Salt Lake uniform, and it's now a 5-1 Stingers lead. 5-1 Stingers lead, then Riggs and Kochman with back-to-back doubles made it 6-1. And the Stingers broke it open with 6 runs in the third, 5 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the seventh, 3 in the eighth. The 22 runs tying for the second most runs scored in a game by Salt Lake in franchise history, 6 runs shy of the overall record. So the Stingers win it by a final score of 22-10. We'll come back with our Stingers' most helpful player of today's game, as well as preview tomorrow afternoon's series finale, right after this on ESPN 1230.
When's the last time you got a bonus, just like that? Well, the $2,000 bonus is waiting for you at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, because between now and the end of August, you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks for the purchase of a 2003 Honda VTZ 1800 motorcycle. You can use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. And right now, you can ride off with a Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle with 3.9% fixed APR for up to 3 years and 0 down payment upon improved credit through American Honda Finance Corporation. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele and use your $2,000 in bonus bucks on parts or accessories. With your new gear, you're going to be cruising the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Financing available to qualified buyers through July 31st, 2004. Payment example, 36 monthly payments of $29.48 for each $1,000 finance. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Most days, a great round of golf feels completely out of reach.
Oh, fucking dog-loving Dublin anchors!
Slice, shank, hook, pull, or just miss.
Oh, for the love of Pete!
No matter your handicap, you have the chance to play the greatest round of your life when you tee it up with the Huntsman Cancer Institute at Thanksgiving Point and Promontory Ranch Club, August 12th and 13th. You can support their work with the most meaningful golf you can play. After the scores are tallied, Huntsman Cancer Institute is celebrating this year's donation gifts of companies, individuals, and organizations with a special evening of fun and entertainment at the Celebration of Hope Gala Dinner and Auction at the Salt Lake Marriott Downtown Hotel the evening of August 13th. So join us in celebration of the continuing work in progress at the Huntsman Cancer Institute.
I'll take a 9 on it.
Please call Huntsman Cancer Institute for more information or log on to huntsmancancer.org. Special thanks to Marriott Hotels, K-Fan Radio, and Citadel Communications.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to Franklin County Field. Stingers winners over Omaha tonight by a final score of 22-10. Time now for our Ace Hardware most helpful player of tonight's game. Brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Ace, the helpful place. Well, obviously, some big numbers on the board. It could be any one of a number of players in the contest. We're going to give it to Casey Kotzman. 3 for 5. He drove in a run in each of his first 4 at-bats as the Stingers were in the process of building their lead. And so Casey is our Ace Hardware most helpful player of today's game, as the Stingers win it by a final score of 22-10. The final game of the series comes your way tomorrow. Stingers trying to win a series for the first time since they took 3 out of 4 at Las Vegas before the All-Star break. It'll be right-hander Chris Butchek with a record of 7-7 for Salt Lake against Omaha right-hander Jason Ryan, who's won 2 and lost 7. Game time here at Franklin Covey Field, 2 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 1:40 with the On Deck Circle. We hope to see you here, but if not, please join us for tomorrow's broadcast beginning at 1:40. Our thanks to Lee Horton back in our studios here in Salt Lake City, and our thanks to you for listening. Once again, in exactly 3 hours in front of 8,535, the final score, the Salt Lake Stingers 22 and the Omaha Royals 10. I'm Steve Klauke saying good night and so long from the ballpark.
The 10th Inning Show on ESPN 1230 AM. Be sure to join us after every Stingers game for the 10th Inning Show on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.